DFCRadio.com.
The cannabis portion of this show is designed as entertainment only for legal medicinal cannabis patients over 21 years of age and is not meant to encourage any other activity or use. Yeah, dick.
Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Road Show. Yeah.
People, are you ready? Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Don't worry about the president.
What is? Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Rolling up some of the goods here in Long Beach, California. What you smoking on? I'm smoking on it all tonight and drinking it all tonight because it is my birthday show. Now, my real birthday was a couple days ago, right? And I worked all day, as in tradition, being the only provider in my household while my wife stays at home and raises our chitlins. Dr. Duff, of course, doesn't know nothing about that, so he's kind of looking at me like, hey, what's that like? And
I want to suck.
Dr. Duff did get fired last week. He told us he will no longer work for peanuts. He will only work for penis.
And I haven't seen any of it.
Yep.
An occasion to his new bong.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an old
Show your new bong. Go ahead, show your bong.
He wanted a match.
Your water pipe. Are we allowed to even say bong now in public? It was
Bong, 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 bong.
There it is.
My
it says
bong.
I love penis on it. It's pink.
I wear my thong when I take rips out of this shit, too. Banana hammock.
Yes, sir.
I look at my own.
All right, first up, Jiggity Jerome
between my
sent
legs.
something my way. Oh, I got some Ronton in the car. I got to grab. But what is this right here that we're going to be poofing on first for our first safety news, Jerome?
Oh, that's some key lime pie. I brought a blunt of this last night on the show.
It tastes great.
And they loved it so much, I had to bring you a nugget for your birthday, man.
That's mighty white of you. Thank you.
Mighty white?
Yes.
It is.
I think, yeah.
Because I'm going to roll it in a white paper.
Well, let's get it rolled up and get that one going. We're also going to be talking grow tonight. We have Salina from Gavita coming in. We have Art from Sunlight Supply coming in. And we have the hydroponic chef, Devin, coming in. So if you have any questions for them or just in general what's going on, the phone number is 562-653-0707. We're still 347 pounds light without Horty in the studio. He is in the green room, though. You can kind of feel the whole building tilting back towards the green room.
That's just his head.
It's like when someone moves in a boat, it kind of shifts center of gravity. The whole building is right now.
Yeah.
But call in, let's talk grow, just like Daniel did. Our first caller of the night. What's going on, Dan?
Yo, what's up?
Not much, doggy. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right.
All right, well, tell us what's going on.
All right, man. So I called in last week, and I'm running a deep water culture, and you told me not to feed in between reservoir changes, correct?
Well, not to add your entire nutrient regimen back into the water. You want to top off fresh water, and if the plants are showing like they need a little bit of food, you would add just your base nutrient. But you're right. Whenever you add or top off your reservoir in between the weekly reservoir change, typically you don't add your other additives and nutrient.
Okay, yeah, because I guess I just must have misunderstood it because I just been giving it pH water, and I got a little bit of purple stems and spots coming up on my plant.
Yeah, it's a deficiency. You're gonna solve it by adding your base nutrient back in and some calcium magnesium. You could even foliar spray of calcium magnesium to get it into the plant immediately. You could use silica as an emulsifier Mix that in with a little bit of your calcium magnesium. Turn your lights off so you don't get any phytotoxicity with your mix. And go ahead and squirt it in. If you have seaweed extract, too, you can use about a half dose of seaweed extract in that, too.
Cool.
All right,
cool.
but put it in right now. Like, go over to the water and add your base nutrients right now. Okay, and even take some of that water, and if it's DWC and you're able to, take an entire cup and pour it over the top through the root zone so you get a good saturation of the entire root zone. Okay?
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Yep, and you got your temperatures in check now and everything, right?
Yeah, everything seems to be smooth, even though it's getting hot out here.
It's getting hot everywhere. I mean, that's just something you got to deal with. And you've heard, welcome, Horty Chris. Thank you, Horty Chris, for showing up tonight.
No worries.
Took an extra week off, taking liberties over here.
I was told we had 2 weeks off.
He was still waiting for that check I told him was in the mail. He was sitting by the mailbox.
2 weeks we haven't had a day.
Has it showed up?
Nope.
It's all that construction on your sidewalk.
I know,
bet
right?
the mailman can't get
He
there.
can't get to my house.
Oh, you know what? I think I just got a text from my accountant. It actually was returned without postage on it. Oh, sometimes we forget to do that.
Damn. Could have just gave it to me on a Wednesday.
DWC, though, Daniel called last week. He had some nutrient problems. But with the temperatures coming up, you hear Horty talk about the temperature of the water, so crucial. You can offset some of the damage that you may see from too high temperatures of air temperature if you're able to keep your reservoir slightly cooler. But if your reservoir starts going over 72 degrees, tell them what happens.
You'll end up with pythium, root rot. You get a lot less oxygen. You get, like, at 68 degrees, every 2 degrees you go up, your oxygen levels decrease, like, by half or more. So by 72 degrees, you're basically pushing where you have less than 25% of the oxygen that you had at 68. And then once you get above that, you start to get into the land of pythium, and pythium is a root rot that will bloom in warm water. And once that happens, it will suffocate your roots and destroy them.
Okay.
So you have to keep that room as cool as you possibly can, and try to keep light off of the buckets that you have the plants in. What color are your DWC buckets?
They're black.
Cover them with like white panda film plastic, or put something up to block the light from hitting them, because the infrared from the lights that you're using, just the light hitting that black will warm that container as well.
Okay, so just get something white and put it around it.
Yeah. Put something white around it, or even just some cardboard, like covering it like a shield, just to keep the light from hitting keep it in the dark.
He's in Kentucky, so just take it to a public square because that'll be all white around there, right?
Just get a white guy to hug it for you.
Just use your clan hood.
That's fucked up, dog. Come on.
Hey, I've heard of somebody using freezing a bottle of water and throwing it into their reservoir to try to keep that temperature down. Is that good or bad?
Go ahead.
It can help. How many DWC buckets do you have, and are they all connected to one main reservoir?
No, they're each individual. And I got 3 of them.
So see, that's going to be hard for you to stick a bottle of water in the reservoir.
Correct. Yeah.
If you could plumb all 3 of them together, and then plumb that out to a main reservoir that's outside of like the tent or whatever that you're growing in, that could help you have a larger reservoir, and also have you not have it in the room where the actual heat is being produced. And you could try freezing 2-liter bottles then, but they're going to thaw out pretty rapidly.
They melt immediately.
Yeah, they melt almost immediately, and it's just going to suck.
Yeah, they go to room temperature real quick. So it's better just to get a chiller or run it completely sterile.
If you run a chiller, they make the little coils that you could put in, so you don't have to run the nutrient solution through it. So you could always just have a reservoir full of just clean cold water and run these through the actual coils. Keep a coil in each one of the buckets, and it's the same chiller keeping all of them.
You'll just have to keep an eye on the temperature so that it doesn't get too cold.
You just got to find some kinfolk with a broken down fridge and take out them coils. And go stick it in your reservoir.
That'll work.
It's gonna be cold. Cold as Alaska in December.
Yeah. But do you recommend any chiller brands like I can look into?
Eco Plus.
Yeah, Eco Plus is a really good one. If you're worried where you're at, if you can't find it, go to an aquarium store or a tropical fish store. They have ice probes for anything less than 20 gallons, usually 10 to 15 gallons. And that's a little computer fan that you drill a little 3/4 hole on the side of your reservoir. It locks in place, and it draws the heat out of it, and that works well. Or if you need to do rotate all the water. Eco Plus is a good brand, but Aquarium Store may have a different brand than that.
All right, awesome, man. I appreciate all the information.
All right, Dan. I don't know what I gave you last week, but I'm gonna let's send him. Let's send him. He needs some calcium and magnesium. So the Cali Magic from General Hydro. They're coming in studio tonight, Dan.
It's magic.
They'll tell you all about it. I'm also going to send you some of the Rapid Start for your root zone. If you do run into root problems ever where you burn them because of too much nutrient, you're worried that maybe it got too hot and you're looking at a root disease, it's always beneficial to add some root stimulant to, once you fix the temperature problem, to get the new roots stimulating and stimulating root stimulants. All right, we're gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke this joint, and you go stimulate yourself.
Yoink.
Are you gonna do the grand prize giveaway tonight?
No.
Are we gonna do the grand prize giveaway? Hell yeah! The question though is, will Marcos Pollo ship it out with it, but before the end of summer?
I don't think so.
Question.
He's shaking his head yes. He's shaking his head yes.
He says it's for Dodd.
He says that people are giving him the wrong phone numbers and he can't contact them.
Yeah,
Man,
too
I
many
will
burner
call
phones.
every week.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We have because it's my birthday extravaganza. We're gonna have a couple grand prizes tonight.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
All right, tell all the homies to call in, Dan. I appreciate you.
Sure will.
All right, 562-653-0707. So here's some rum, along with this key lime joint. Let me light this key lime joint. Let me hit this rum.
Rum.
Shoot.
There's a pirate tea back, matey.
From
the seven seas.
Ah, you swabs. Ah, you swab the deck, you swabbies.
Yes, see
Ah, you guys. This one over here's got some scurvy. Look at his eye. It's drifting off. His eyes drifting off into no man's land. His eyes in Davy Jones' locker. That left eye walked the plank.
I see you have your sea legs, matey.
The first mate I recommend an eye patch to still has his eye. Oh my God! Let's talk more grow. Let's go over to Alberto. What's going on, Albert?
Yeah, what's going on, my friend?
Not much, dude. You tell me.
So I just want to say thanks, first off, with helping my grows. My grows have been getting better and better. So my question is with the smell. The smells. So I have a 4x4 tent, and my smells are getting stinkier. So I was wondering, a carbon filter?
Absolutely.
What size do I need for that? And then also, I've seen people run it with a fan on top of it, or can I run it through my fan on top of the tent through my light, and then can I run a tube from my light to the canister, or is that too much?
Yeah, you can as long as you have enough air movement, enough CFM for your fan. So first off, what size is filter? You need to know the dimensions. What's your dimensions, brah?
4x4x7.
Yes, 4x4x7. Yes.
Damn.
Are you a fucking scientist?
No, he told us.
Oh, 4-inch inline fan, 143 CFM on a 4-inch carbon filter, reputable one, of course, and put it on a motor control. If you get the tent sucking in too much, make sure the flaps are letting air in through the bottom, so this way it's not a huge vacuum.
Right.
And
ding.
yeah, you're good to go, man.
For the other
Open one flap and put a dust shroom on it.
Oh, I was about to say, if you have a glass
Sucking
hood,
in.
you have to have a Horty control dust room.
Well, if he's running a charcoal filter through the hood, it'll also keep it pretty clean. But for the fresh air that's coming into the tent,
well, to keep the pellets
that.
clean, though, you got to put your filter on there because it extends the life of the carbon. As soon as the surface area starts to get clogged with dust, then it the
doesn't work as well.
Hey, can you write that down for a testimonial for a dust room? That'd be great.
We got the audio.
What are dust rooms again?
For the other listeners, when you size a charcoal
you
filter,
get it on pizza.
Jerome was right for you, Albert. But when you size a charcoal filter, you want all of the air, cubic feet, not just your square feet. So you need to do
about
the height
100
too.
and
All that air going through that filter every 1 to 3 minutes to be effective of
109.
removing the air. Okay, if you want to just vent it out, you could do less than that. But why vent it out through a charcoal filter if you're not going to remove the odor?
What size fan do you currently have?
I have I know it's a 6-inch.
Do you know who makes it?
No, I don't.
What color is it?
It's gray.
So it's probably a can fan.
It's probably like around 300 CFM.
So run a 6-inch to what size is your hood?
A 6-inch too, also.
Okay, so
It goes straight to it.
what's a good can filter with a 6-inch flange, heavy T, that'll do 108 cubic feet a minute?
A
The
can?
Promax.
Yeah.
With the little motor control built
Yep,
in? Those
that's-
things are bad.
Well, no, he already has the fan. He's trying to ball on a budget. Obviously, he's in a tent. So what's a good charcoal filter?
Well, it's going to slow it down no matter what, so you don't have
Right,
to
but
overmatch it. So, listen,
Can
he's got a
9,000.
6-inch. I would do a can light, a 6-inch can light.
There you go.
And you could push into it, or you could pull through it or push into it. If you can't afford a dust room, I do recommend you go get one. But you take off that little pre-filter, the cotton. If you're going to blow into the filter and not suck the air through the sides, you take off that pre-filter and you put it over the opening of the charcoal filter and blow the air right through that to try and catch some of the dust particles, because it will definitely lower your ability to scrub the air, matey.
Okay.
You're a
But
legend of it.
I've seen it also. Guys have the filter on the floor, or is it better to hang it up top?
Get lower.
Hang it up top so it's not in your way down bottom.
Yeah, you only have so much grow space. Use all that for plant.
Okay.
And the hot air rises, so you'll be sucking the hotter air off the top of the plant, off the top of the canopy from the top of the tent, and the cooler air will be coming in at the bottom, and it'll help with circulation.
All right, cool. That sounds like a plan. Thank you, guys.
All right, my man. Let's shit. If he's taking the air out, I guess he doesn't have much use for the green pads. Let's have some green pad juniors though.
Junior.
You're gonna need to learn how to clone if you're a newbie grower. You can buy some clones and stuff, but people would usually bring bugs or pathogen in by doing that. Plus, learning to clone, it's a good skill to have, especially if you want to keep some prized genetics around. So I'm going to send you some of the original, or the Green Pad Juniors. I'm also going to send you some of the Rhizoblast and Liquid Karma from Botanicare. And once everything's up and going, you're going to need some Turpinator to help make that AAA, Albert.
It's got chlorella.
It's got chlorella.
It's got chlorella.
Turpinator make a AAA, dude. That's like $70 Turpinator.
It's like NorCal. Explosive root growth.
It's totally like NorCal. Dr. Duff, did you bring some news today? You got some news?
No, bro.
What are you talking about? Duff Man Bikini. Tell him.
Your lack of
Oh,
effort.
yeah, right. I do have some news. So
All right.
all you people out there with nutrients or anything you want to promote in the industry, on for hire. Just send me your offer. I have a Duffman bikini. I will rub your product all over my body. Anything for some money. I got fired at the Heavy T's Grow Show. I didn't get fired. I got let go. Because due to budget constraints. So I need to find budget somewhere else and not constrain my budgets.
You declined to bring the beer every Wednesday.
Well, that's bullshit. Well, anyways, that's what I got. That's the news. Hit me up at, Dr. Duff 13 on Instagram.
And
DM
nominate
me.
him for the CCA.
And he never promotes a show on his Instagram, and he has like 50 followers.
No, I got like 400. Treyway!
Treyway.
You know what I'm saying?
I tag him on every bud just in case his family
6
or
for
kids are watching.
6.
Yeah.
6 for 6.
Yeah, doing what I'm doing.
He does. He hooks it up.
Yeah, doing what
Jerome
I'm
does. He does what I'm doing.
King of New York, yeah, doing what I'm
Tags
doing.
me, even though he knows I got fired. I got let go. But that's it. That's what I got. And then the other things.
What
are
about the
happening as well.
marijuana eradication teams are setting up?
Oh, they
Jerry
got
Brown in
5
California.
They're only $14
We
million,
got 4 right
so
here.
they got about 2 months of doing work because there's only $14 million in their
One bus
budget.
and a helicopter is like over 100 Gs.
Yeah, it's like you fly a couple of those helicopters around, that $14 million's gone.
They're like, listen, this is a $750
So-
fine. Ha!
It's a 4-lighter with 64 plants. They're over their plant count.
Oh my God, we've got to bust these guys, Spadenko. Get down there on the ground.
Sergeant Spadenko.
Yeah, we're gonna kick in doors. We're gonna fuck people up. We're taking your livelihood. The freaking legal market can't survive you, black marketers, black marketeers.
It's more of a show that they're trying to do something to try and protect the licensee.
Governor Boone.
Licensees, and the licensees in California is fledgling a little bit here. I mean, they mentioned the well-oiled black market and trying to compete with that. It's difficult for the legal people. I mean, they just need to make a mechanism, and I spoke on it before, a mechanism that allows people to enter the market, whether with their homegrown, small-scale grown, something along those lines, like a farmer's market, and bring everyone under the umbrella where they could tax them all. They're leaving so much money on the table.
You're stupid.
Gavin Gruesome over there with his fake tan. Him and Trump are rivaling for Cheeto of the Year.
Cheeto. Yeah, they are.
Dorito of the Year.
Doritos.
He's California's Dorito to Trump's Cheeto. That's what I'm saying. Anyways,
Sounds about right. Yeah.
we're going to talk grow more. 562-653-0707. That's the phone number. Call in. Roll one up. We're going to have a good time. Hang out with us. Listen to our sponsors right here. DFZRadio. Heavy T baby. Baby.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load these switches up like they was magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed. And if I got some problems, I'm hitting heavy tea.
Rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
Ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988. EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants. Used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution. Formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden.
And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bringing the Rizoblast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Pass me that blunt, you feel me?
Interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
DFCRadio.com.
Drink in my cup, someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blood, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blood, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. Oh, that's D. Got me smoking the bass, no stress cheese. Now hold up, now roll up. Check the situation, about to go nuts. With a little bit of perp up in my cup. You could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno, Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no doubt in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene, and we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G, either Maserati blue or the Lambo green, and that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street, either hating on you or they hating on me. And it's shaved up, raised up, drive it to the flow, got them blades that stay tough. And the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you could call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you could call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up.
ST, DJ Dale, Big Bell, Killer P, Chino with the OE, it's the ADX team. 562.
Oh shit, welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show. The studio's filling up with all kinds of riff-raff. Oh shit.
Riff-raff.
A lot of videos fucking
Birthday
up.
extravaganza.
It's extravagant and extravaganza. Salina from Gavita showed up with some Slim Jims.
Snap it to
My
him.
favorite. She was
Snap out of it. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
She was spanking Dr. Duff with it at the break, and I had referenced Horty
She got
Chris's
that
Laffy
right from
Taffy.
Randy Savage himself. You know that.
Yes.
Snap it to a Slim Jim, brother. He said happy birthday, T. You said happy birthday. I said happy birthday. Oh, yeah. You're my only friend, bro. Oh, yeah.
I was coming in on my motorcycle, and Elizabeth's headlights were pointing straight forward. Oh, yeah.
And that was actually from WrestleMania 2.
They're like, oh, yeah. And I was coming over the bridge. Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, me, oh, bye.
What's up? Heavy T's Grow Show. Let's call in 562-653-0707. You can put a headset on. Hey.
Man, I've been in the studio before. Let's save the headsets for the nice lady here.
Oh God!
Don't mess up your her.
What a
she just got her
gentleman.
did.
Yeah, so this guy has no reason to talk when the caller's on because he won't be able to hear him.
Oh, you know, I got all the gardening knowledge. I'll just wing it.
You'll just wing it.
You know that.
Yeah,
Just like in the
literally
street.
wing it.
I'll
He's
figure
like,
it
if you're
out.
cooking wings, we can wing it.
So step up to the mic, Salina. Act like it's your honeymoon. Talk directly into the mic.
Which one?
I don't know. You got your bathrobe on.
Saturday.
I just got
You
that.
just met him on Friday.
You dressed up for us with your little silky
Well,
Japanese
just
bathrobe.
Only for you.
Oh, let's get the live video on here so everyone can see Salina. There she is.
The bottle's in the way, bro. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, you can't see anything. Anyway, Salina, Gavita in the house, part of Hawthorne Group. The Gavita van is cruising around town everywhere. Tell us a little bit. In the shop, getting broke down because you partied too hard in it. He breaks the grill.
We go hard on
You go hard in the paint. Losing your wallet, your credentials, barely making the expos. We know your MO, but you're one of the coolest chicks that I've met in the industry, at least. And one of the coolest chicks I've met overall.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You don't blush because now you're going to have to answer the tough questions.
Oh gosh.
Tell us first a little bit about Gavita. We talk about lighting a lot. LED lighting, HPS lighting, ceramic metal halide lighting. Give us the professional breakdown of the different lights and the ones that Gavita has available.
Available right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have HPS. CMH is actually going to be released here in August. 315s.
That's dope.
Dope.
Yep.
Finally.
And you have the plasmas.
We do. We have the plasma, supplemental, LEP, and then also the full grow spectrum.
What is the argument that, or the science behind it? Because I know you have all the information. We hear a lot of people say, hey, listen, I want to do LED, and especially small growers, a single light and LED. What is your counter to why someone maybe wants to use a HPS lighting, even a lower wattage HPS light?
Well, you're always going to sacrifice a little bit of yield.
Right.
Right. So you got the high reds with the high pressure sodium, which you can't beat. I think LED is on its way. It's becoming, I think, a little bit better. It's getting close, but not quite yet. You're going to lose still about 20% of your yield from what we found. However, you do, you save a little bit more money, obviously, on your heat, right?
Yeah.
On your heat load. So we do have LED coming out.
Really?
I think everybody knows. We have CMH
I
on the
didn't
way.
fucking know. I didn't know either.
Wow.
How would I be known? The only time I see you is when you're. I give
Well,
you free airtime.
you know, Gavita has a aquatics company.
Do they?
Well, no, the plasmas. When I met
Right.
Jair, he told me about the coral reef that they were growing. I forget where with those lights.
In Australia.
He showed me
Right,
some
yeah.
pictures
Yeah,
of
we've
it.
been doing research on LED for a long time.
In Africa.
I don't like to hate on LED. I still would for sure push HPS. That's why we haven't seen all the grows and the big ag over in Holland switch over. It's still more efficient. You're still going to produce the best flower. However, LED does produce great products. I think that a great end product. I think it's awesome for extraction as well.
So you guys realize, and I think that we're on the same page as what we recommend for a small grow. You don't necessarily need to go get a small 4x4 tent. You don't need to go get a 1,000-watt E-Series double-ended, state-of-the-art. And you're not really getting the full benefit of that until you start compounding it with a larger area.
Right.
Well, I mean, hey, you can throw in a small room reflector, right, with a Mammoth tent and the HPS, 1,000 watts, fine. If you're just going to do something small, you don't have a lot of room for environmental control, I think it's all right to throw up an LED or a plasma.
That's awesome.
For plasma, I prefer the supplemental plasma.
Well, you guys prefer to mix those in. When we used to do diagram layouts, they would put those in, and a lot of that's because of the full spectrum. And I think the LEDs are able to incorporate a fuller spectrum or fine-tune that. That's the advantage, really, at this point. As soon as you guys can nail that down, I think a lot of it is incorporating the UV in with the Gavita itself. I think would be a huge part of that.
Well, yeah, there's nothing like plasma, right? You're
Yeah.
gonna have that. You have the UV from the light that actually prevents PM, which you're not gonna get from the LED. However,
wait, what? The UV on the plasma it prevents PM?
Yeah.
There's no one with a plasma with PM right now. Except Dr. Duff.
Tons of that shit.
Prevents.
UV
Hey,
does kill.
Condoms prevent pregnancy, right?
Pretty much.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, the ozone generators are
Not
just
if
an
they keep
ultraviolet
slipping off.
light that the air
you
passes
gotta use
through.
it properly.
Right,
Shout out-
and
shout
the
out to
spores
Dr.
are
Duff.
killed by it, but also they have those wands that they make that you're supposed to like put above the plants once a day.
Right. Yeah.
The UV will kill the powdery mildew spores, but whether or not there's enough UV from plasmas to prevent powdery mildew, I don't know. But
This-
that sounds pretty amazing.
That sounds.
I want to run a room
That's
with no
amazing.
D's.
You mean to tell me, Salina? You're telling me right now?
You mean to tell Heavy T?
That,
amazing.
that I won't get mold with this plasma?
that's what I heard.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
All those
My
people out in
humidity
Florida
is
love you right now.
100%.
Well, let's talk
And
grow.
Washington.
Let's talk growing. Let's talk lighting,
And
guys.
Oregon.
Call in 562-653-0707, just like Mike, allegedly from Venezuela, called in. He's been holding a while on long distance.
Damn, from
Yeah,
Venezuela.
that's 42 cents a minute.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, you
what's
don't need to listen, Hydro Chef.
what's
Cut off his
Question
headset.
about Miracle Grow. I'm all in.
what's growing? Okay, guys, we'll talk one at a time. One at a
Fuck
time.
Miracle Grow, man.
You better watch it.
Botanicare all day, full GH. What you know about that, son?
Hey, by the way, there's a caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
What's going on?
Not much. Just listening, guys. A lot of information there.
Thanks
A
for
lot.
calling in from
Yep.
Venezuela.
You're not even going to get any PM now. Go get your plasma bulbs. So what's up? You got a question?
I do have a question about dirt. I was just wondering why you can't use Miracle Grow.
The thing about Miracle Grow, you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't no miracle.
Dude, I've watched Discovery Channel things with the guerrilla gardeners. They had a bag of, Miracle Grow out there in the wilderness, and they're busting them and shit.
Now I'm going to jump in here.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
that you
Here we
can't
go.
use
Well,
Miracle Grow.
I'm gonna go hang out
It's not that you
out in the
can't.
green room.
It's that some people
All right,
don't want
take
to
a Horty
use
seat.
lower cost brand soil on when it comes to their high value crops. But contrary to popular belief, Miracle Grow works great on all plants, any fern, ficus, or pharmaceutical botanical that you want to grow.
The formula for orchids actually work for cannabis.
Oh my God!
bang,
Well,
bang.
Mike,
it all works if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Will it pass testing for orchids?
Have any heavy metals in your orchids, bro?
No.
Medicated orchid.
But listen, the overall, when I am growing my cannabis, I'm looking to fine tune what I'm giving it in very precise amounts. In a multi-part nutrient line, I'm able to do this. So Slim Jim's gonna be the devil.
Yeah, here, let me take it for you.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
The Miracle Grow is more of a general purpose. It's made so you can use it in your garden and grow shrubs, flowers, all kinds of different things. There's higher quality ingredients in smaller batch, more like craft soils that would be out there. Stuff from even vermicrop, sanctuary soils. A lot of the stuff you'll find in your hydro store is specifically tuned for cannabis. So it would work if you use some Miracle Grow, but will it give you the best results? Probably not. And then we look at the value of the crop that you're trying to grow, and the soil or whatever the medium is where the plant grows from. So it's pretty much, if not the most important thing in your grow, besides maybe the genetics,
Except your plasma bulb.
Would be or your plasma bulb, but would be the medium and the quality of the medium that you're using. So could you use Miracle Grow? Sure, you could, but are you going to go buy a $3,000 suit and then go to Pick and Pay and find the shoes to go with it? Probably not.
Well, maybe he's setting up a drip irrigation, throwing some pellets out in the forest, and he'll be back in a year.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That's what I would do.
Feed your weed. Feed it. Pellets.
Yeah, all-purpose plant food of any type is great for all of your plants around your house. But if you have a high-valued crop that you're trying to really knock out of the park, you need that little extra TLC. A multi-part system allows me to do it, and I really can coincide what the plant wants immediately. And that's why I grow hydroponically as well, because that complete control is what I want. Now, I want to know from the Hawthorne guys, have you guys seen Miracle Grow using hydroponic systems?
Does it contain chlorella?
So,
amino acids.
So if you
Into
want,
the mic, you gotta get
if
close
you want
to
to
her with your
technically consider the AeroGrow a hydroponic system,
all right,
I have seen cannabis plants grown in the AeroFlow system, or in the AeroGrow system.
They were
that
twice
little
as
kitchen top counter system.
They're twice as tall as Dr. Duff's
Dude, they
best garden.
actually extended the light above it to where it actually tried to penetrate down to that lower canopy. So the plant wasn't horrible. It wasn't going to be a massive yielder. Probably more like on the Duff scale of things, but on a 1 to 10 on the scale of Duff, it could get you at a 6.
All right.
All right.
I don't know about that.
Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Ask your local Duff man.
Yeah, the bottom line is control. Give the plants exactly what they need when they need it. An all-purpose food that's going to be around for a while has to be broken down and made available. Part of the thing about exhausting everything at the end as well, I can't really give you any time frame of when the pellets or the things inside Miracle Grow are going to be gone.
Right, because there's a lot of time release in there. So a lot of nutrients in there break down over time and are released.
So it's what you want to do. If the plant needs food and all I got in the zombie apocalypse is some Miracle Grow, I'm going to give it some Miracle Grow.
Yeah, that's for real.
There you go.
I'm going to have rabbits. I got 2.2 kilos of meat and some fertilizer for my plants.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't have to eat one of my family members.
That's farm to
Well,
table.
let's get back to the maybe where we should have started is why are you asking about using Miracle Grow? Is
Yeah.
it that you don't have any other opportunity to use something different, or
That's all they sell in
Yeah, I
Venezuela.
was just wondering what kind of soil would be the best.
Where do you
And,
buy it in
somebody
Venezuela?
mentioned that you shouldn't really use Miracle Grow, so I was kind of curious about it all.
there's just Miracle Grow would work like we said, but it's not optimized for if you were allegedly growing cannabis.
Allegedly.
Okay. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Very smart.
Are you actually in Venezuela?
No,
Okay, because it says you're from Venezuela.
Well,
You probably meant
is.
Valencia.
Maybe.
No, that's his last name.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'm more northern United States.
All right, Mike. Listen, I'm going to send you some things that aren't.
Go to your local hydro store.
I'm going to send you the entire vermicrop line, dude. That way you can coincide. You have a little bit more control, and you have that buffer of organics breaking down and being released over the entire grow.
Yeah.
Whether it's outdoors, which is going to be from now until the end of September, early October, or you're indoors, which you're going to be hopefully harvesting every 8 weeks or so. So the vermicrop line, it's the Vermiol, the Vermi Backguano, Vermi Blood Meal, Vermi Veg, Vermi Bloom, and some Smart Pots all going out to you, Mike. I appreciate you calling in, man. Have a great Wednesday.
Yeah.
Light them all.
And the PK.
Man, Company Man got pissed about that. Calm down here over here. What are we smoking on over here?
Oh, that's some purple Cadillac or some key lime.
I don't know which one. Don't smoke it all at once, player.
Shameless plug.
We're doing burritos.
All right. Let's all do a shot of some of the bourbon that Shed brought to us. Tell us about this bourbon here.
Tell us a
Salina.
little about it.
Go ahead.
It's got chlorella.
No, it does not have chlorella.
I'm going to tell you how I drink it. I'm going to twist off
Pick
the
a
top.
Rhizoblast.
I'm going to take a little, I think you're supposed to take a little whiff, right?
It's a time release, right? It's time
This
release.
alcohol was grown with the finest Gavita light.
Every time I put it to my mouth, it's released.
No,
Do you
this
mind
is
if
a
it has a
hydroponic
lipstick
method.
coating on it?
I prefer it.
Whoa.
This is love.
Hold on.
Here's a cup.
Cups.
Fuck a cup. Go ahead.
You got the bottle, bro.
Cubs in Vegas. Y'all did what I did.
All right,
Yeah, I
it's 6:30.
did, I
I'd
did.
technically be off the
6 for
clock
6.
of real work right
6
now.
for 6,
so-
bitches. Straight away.
This is classy.
I think he's
Oh,
7 for
look at
7
Devin.
now.
Let's hit birthday boy in the face with a cup.
Don't hit birthday boy. Let's talk more grow. Let's go to Luigi.
Oh, I'm gonna win.
What's the matter for you?
What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you doing?
No, I had a question about I'm cloning as an indoor grower, and I'm decided I'm going to throw some plants outdoors. So someone told me, the best thing to do is to harden my plants off.
Yeah.
I never had a problem throwing them outdoors before, so what would be the benefit of me doing this?
Making them hard, dog.
Yeah, dog.
You know
hard
what?
them
That
up.
sounded so bad.
You want them to be on the streets, right?
Give him
Rough
some
and tough.
Viagra.
All you gotta do is
I'll make 'em
slap
hard.
them around just a couple times. Let them know who the fuck the boss is.
You gotta be handy with the sun, you know what I mean?
You know what? You gotta be in control of this garden. If you don't show them who's in control, what the fuck? They're gonna be in control of you, bro. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Your plants control of you?
You want your plants leading you around by the nose with a ring through it like Dr. Joe's wife does to him?
Right.
You want your plants giving you low
Like
wages?
Filipino bull.
Hell no.
Yep.
You want the big wages, so harden them off, all right? Harden them off.
Harden
Show
them
who's
off.
boss.
Show 'em who's boss.
Slap them. Kick them. Bat them. Stab them. Whatever you gotta do, shock them. I shock that shit. Rubber bullets. Rubber bullets. Come right for me. Hit them.
Fun, 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 fun.
Chris Brown.
You just gotta get on. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Be rough with them because they'll love you for it in the end. After those bruises are done and healed, after the broken bones are stitched up and good, they love you. They'll
Yeah.
never leave you.
Use some duct tape.
We're talking about
for
your plants.
life. I'm talking about your plants, all right? Them female ones. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Just like real life, brother.
The Ike Turner method. The Ike Turner method.
Ike Turner method of growing.
Pick up Dr. Does Ike Turner.
Now available at all wall bogs.
It's like Ike Turner said, I take the N off all my girls' sneakers so she knows who's the boss.
Oh, damn. What up, Hey, Luigi. Harden your plants off. The purpose of it is to acclimate them to the new environment.
What are you vegging them under inside?
Under T5.
So to harden them off, yeah, you expose them to higher light output, whether it's HID lighting or the sun. Don't go start putting them out in the middle of the day outside because it's going to be too hot and too high a UV index, and they're just going to frizzle fry.
Oh, so Ham, let me cut you off really fast.
Oh, sure.
So
That's
the
your
way
world.
that I was told about the hardening off was put it in the refrigerator after you take your cutting. Before you actually acclimate it to, rock wool or whatever you're gonna start with, you want to put it in the fridge for a few days? Is there
Nah.
truth to that?
Nah.
Hell yes.
That's not hardening off. That's
Okay, so what?
That's
what
hard
is
head.
hardening
That's
off
hard head
then?
knowledge. There's a difference.
There's a problem there.
Har-
They told
har-
you the fridge, you need to do the freezer.
Yeah.
So hardening off is just getting them used to the higher power of the sun, correct? Is that what
Right.
you're
Hardening
saying?
off is something that happens to seedlings or freshly rooted clones or pre-vegetated plants that you have vegged indoors that you plan on moving outdoors. So the sun is very much more powerful than your indoor lighting is.
Very much so.
Okay.
Okay, so you're saying when I take my cutting, and once I have roots, I want it to go under like my CMHs for a week or two, and then go outdoors.
Once you're cutting, and also remember, if the smaller the plant is when you put it outdoors, the smaller it's going to be at the end of the season. So if you can pre-veg it indoors and get it, a couple feet high or at least a foot or two high before you think to transition it outside, that's going to be better, right? So you clone under T5s, it roots, you transplant it, put it underneath your CMH or the next highest light that you have, or whatever you use to veg your plants before you bloom. Veg it to the size that you want to get it, and then start to expose it to even higher light levels. Like move it to a place in the house where the sun shines through the window and just beats on the carpet, and let them sit there for like an hour or so, and then a day later, a couple more hours until
Put it in the garage and put your headlights on it for your car.
Yeah, totally. Put it in your garage and do the jiggity Jerome to it. But
High beams.
If you take
for sure.
a foot tall plant from under a 315 and put it outside under the blazing sun, it's just going to die.
Yeah.
So you have to give it at least 3 to 5 days of exposure to the higher intensity lighting.
All right.
At longer, from short intervals to longer intervals.
Diffuse light, whether you could put shade cloth up and put it under there, it could be out there all day. But it's early sun, not midday sun.
10 to 12, nothing between 10 and 2.
Can't even get that word in.
Can't even get a word in on my birthday.
Right, early morning sun or late afternoon sun. Between 10 and 2, keep it out of the sun.
We just talked about light. T, what do you feel about humidity? For me, the biggest part of taking a clone out is also, accommodating it to the drier environment.
That's true.
Well, it's acclimated to any environment. So
Mars.
Yeah, it's the same idea. Like I moved things out in the arid desert regions before, and not this year, of course.
Well, it's just like when you first take your cuts and you want as much humidity in there as possible.
I left
and
a bottle that
start to
size of
root-
Casadores tequila and some cheese and tortillas, and they were good. You have to acclimate it just the same way. You have to make the plant ready for whatever environment it is, and it's not necessarily advantageous to just stick it out
In the
and
refrigerator?
say hopefully not in the fridge either. If you want to keep clones, if you go take a cut, you can put it in water overnight, or people will store them in the refrigerator to keep them viable if they're going to ship them within the same state.
Baggie.
Or
just
drive
take
with
a
them.
vacation.
Yes, and you needed to take cuts, right? So, Salina, that's what she does, not me.
It works, man. I've taken cuts. As long as they have water in a cup, you can keep them in a fridge for up to a month, and I've read them. It's all good.
Yeah, but back to what it was. The purpose of it is that the plant is used to the environment. Just like feeding the plant whatever you're going to feed it in terms of soil and nutrition, you can't just go full strength nutrition on a little baby. You can't just go stick a little baby out in the sun. And just like a human baby.
What about the people that always tell you feed your clones what you're feeding your mom?
Well, I don't know. They must not have very much success.
Hard them off.
Exactly. I'm tired of those people.
Yeah, F those people. All right, Luigi. Sending
Hey,
you some
guys,
smart
thanks. I
pods.
appreciate
Sending
it.
you
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. I'm sending you the entire line of Mission Fertilizer as well. That's the Mission Grow Bloom Enhance. The crazy swell. Check them out at missionfertilizer.com. Muchas gracias, amigo. All right, guys. Birthday shot. Here we go.
Oh,
here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. What is the chef scenario? So you moving to your new house yet, chef?
Yes, I have.
Yes. Are you fertilizing with Miracle Grow around the outside?
You know a guy.
Hey, Chef, hey, listen, you pour him a shot. He lets you on the show on Wednesdays.
Drink.
Here we go.
Drink.
Listeners, you can call in at 562-653-0707.
Garden Culture Magazine sponsor of the Heavy Tea Grow Show, Garden Culture Magazine, is, I believe, bi-monthly, and the newest edition just recently came out, and it is the survey edition, which is their most popular edition of the year. You can get it at gardenculturemag.com or gardenculturemagazine.com. And this survey episode also has an article on indoor air filtration by yours truly. So go check it out.
That was the best birthday toast ever.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a toast?
That was from the heart.
No,
Here's
that
to the
was a
next
toast.
41. Yes, I know I don't look it until I take my hat off. Heavy Tea's Grow Show. We're coming back live. We're going to get the OG Hydro Pimp in here, which is just Armenian for art.
Yeah,
from
we in the
Salina Supply.
zone.
He's coming in. Heavy Tea's Grow Show on the one and the only DFZRadio.com.
I'm in the zone.
I got the 900 sitting on golden wheels. Chrome and great, get my bones to chill. All the lovely ladies wanna know the feel, cause I got a lot of danger and sex appeal. Got the candy on the bike, and shine at night. Remind me of my diamonds, shine that bright. She wanna feel the power between the wheels. Come on, baby girl, let me show you the deal. Cause see, I'm a rider, I'm a night rider, low profiler, glide on them tires. You ain't seeing nothing till you see me flying by. In the fast lane, stunting in the fast lane, gunning. For the rush and the thrills, we thrust and peel. Take skills to ride, cause it's custom built. Yeah, right down the highway. I'm in my zone, get out of my way. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. S-T-U-N-T-R-I-D-E. That's how it be. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. Full throttle off the jump. I'm in control. Can't nobody stop me when I'm in my zone. Check the paint and chrome, inside and out, switch your lanes as I roll. I think I take the side route. I'm running out of road. I think I fly south. I'm running out of drove. Yeah, this is rider season. This for the riders no longer breathing. Now is it the lifestyle or the way that the pipe sound that drive these ladies crazy? The revving of the engine, got the head spin. Ain't no telling where we go when we hit the road. Might be Las Vegas, Venice, or Melrose. Or we can hit the coast and take a little trip down to San Diego. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. S-T-U-N-T-R-I-D-E. That's how it be. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula, formulated for aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man, tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
DFZRadio.com.
You're gonna go get the green pad, see? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad, Junior. put in your cloning dome, see? You're gonna get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Hey, I'm in the zone. Dude, this shit is awesome.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement in your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Sorry, Horty. Game over.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
Heavy T's Grow Show. Thank you so much. I love it.
Hey,
every day.
Thank you for the birthday.
Boom! Happy birthday!
Hey, yo, this is Spanky Hayes, motherfucking Spanky Hayes, funny motherfucking Spanky Hayes. Shout out to DFZRadio.com.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Riding down the west coast, candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby, the Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans, get with the program, call me the drill man, the hydros pokes in. Got your eyes low, lower than the ocean, just west coasting through the coast, with the potion, and the best dro to smoke. The baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie.
Yo, what's up? We're here on the Heavy T's Grow Show birthday party brought to you by Hawthorne Gardening Group. All things Hawthorne are here tonight, including company man Devin, wearing the company shirt, the company hat.
I'm your rep's favorite rep.
Talking all the repness. We also have Salina from Gavita in the house. And Art was supposed to be here. Our main man, Art, the OG Hydro Pimp, which I said is Armenian. for Art from Sunlight Supply. He's in traffic. Hey, Art. No, we don't have Art there.
Oh, he's too split.
Go ahead. You there, Art?
Come on,
I'm
Art.
here. Can you guys hear me or
Is
what?
that the original OG Hydro Pimp himself?
Yep.
That's it, man. It's LA traffic killing me, man. Don't
Whoa.
pop them bottles of champagne yet. Wait.
Well, yeah, we got
so many
a
bottles
carafe of champagne,
of Ace bottles,
a big bottle of Jim Beam, and OG Hydro Pimp coming in.
Dude,
We're gonna make it smoky in there. I got a surprise and some gifts for you too. So yeah.
All right,
we're gonna make it smoky.
I'm ready to do it. You get your butt in here, Art.
Where you at? I'm swerving.
All right, swerving and swerving. Drive safe, Art. Let's go back to Talk and Grow. We got Rico. What's going on, Rico?
What up, man?
What up, dude?
Rico.
Suave.
I got 2 questions, man.
Yeah, man.
You know that's
Yeah,
My
man.
first question is, Art, can you just cut a plant down and hang it to dry, or should you de-leaf it like no matter what?
No matter what.
I mean, some people de-leaf. I whole plant hang, or I'll break the plant in two.
Let nuts hang.
Right? If it's really bushy, I'll break it in two.
Breaks are in
but
two.
For the most part, I'll whole plant hang all the extra terpenes and oils within the inner parts of all the plants. I think it leads to a better flavored plant, a better flavored finish, a smoother finish. Some people prefer to do it the other way, and that is because hold on, take this drum. I gotta take this call real quick.
I like
it's
to
my,
do it
it's
the
my
other
alarm
way.
company calling me.
This is how the
They
chef.
gotta do it the tray way.
I do it the different
Well,
way.
he didn't say for you to take
I'm sorry,
it. He
I
asked
didn't mean
Jerome
to
to
jump
take
in.
it.
I'm sorry, my
Look,
bad, Jerome.
I've harvested thousands of pounds this last year. Let me take this.
Oh,
How many
shit.
pounds? No, I'm just
So what was the question then?
Well, no, it's about hanging your plant. And T's 100% right. Hang the entire plant. You got to understand it's a process. The plant, just like any other thing that you're trying to cure, it's not getting its full. Oh, I like to leave the leaves on there, and the reason I do this, because 1, I don't trim it. 2, I feel like it also creates almost like a humidity shield or a pocket that the crystals are in a sense being protected from degradation of oxidation because they're not getting direct air contact. But it's a curing process. It's creating a barrier where it's not naturally getting light because people didn't have dark rooms back in the day.
Well, here's another thing too, though. When you say like hang
they
the
had
whole
dark
plant,
rooms. What you think?
when you say
I'm talking about my dark room. Oh my god, shit goes down.
when you say de-leaf the plant before hanging or don't de-leaf, I like to, like, if it's a really big plant, break it into sections, like smaller, like pull the big branches off the main
there's a
stalk,
saturation point to what he
and
mentioned.
remove the larger fan leaves that aren't in the flower, but the leaves that are in and around the flower, leave those there. But a lot of the bigger, older fan leaves that are all sticking out really far off the plant, just pop those off.
You don't want your shit smelling
Anything
like
with no
and
sugar.
so kind of semi-de-leaf it. You know what I'm saying? Like strip off the bigger fan leaves, leave the leaves that are in the flower, and then hang it. But there's a fine line between leaving too much material behind that it slows the drying process and having it go too fast.
Well, let me add something I left in the middle of trying to explain it. I prune the entire grow cycle, even up until I'm harvesting. Every time I'm in my grow area or I'm working with my guys, we're walking down the aisles, we're removing leaves, right? So what I'm left with is not a tremendous amount of biomass of foliage. It's more nugs. And like Horty said, break it into a couple parts. You don't want too much leaf, like pressing up against your large nugs and causing microenvironments that can lead to bud mold or rot even after you harvest. So you got to have airflow going through the plant and the pruning process. Do I go and cut all the fan leaves off right when I pull down? No, I don't need to.
Right.
And the reason I break it into a couple spots is to speed up the drying process a little bit, right? I don't have a large facility that I can like Jiggity Jerome, where I can hang my 27 pounds of light. So I break it into a couple spots so more there's more openings for the water to evaporate from, and so it speeds it up a little bit.
I've always thought the rule of thumb is remove about 30% of your leaf mass before you're going to hang it, because that's going to help.
And that's assuming,
that
like
much time,
that's
dog?
assuming, like he said, if you haven't been diligently pruning the whole time. If you've removed all those larger leaves throughout the process,
And I think it
near
comes
the
down
end
to your
especially.
trim time, too, because if you do let those leaves completely dry up on the branch, it does have a tendency to kind of affect the flavor.
Well, in those last 2 weeks, you're going through your garden and you're stripping those water leaves that don't have a lot of resin content, so you're letting the buds get that light so they can ripen up and finish.
But I was just alluding to, if you have a lot of big fan leaves on some big 4-foot tall plant,
do your work.
But if his style is different and he has leaves, the bigger leaves that aren't inside the flower, remove those. But any leaves that are in the flower regions, leave them there.
Yeah, those are the ones with sugar. The ones with no sugar, get them the fuck out.
Yeah, okay.
What was your other question?
My bad. The next question is, okay, I got this cut from a friend of mine, and he got all these big, crazy nugs, but I feel like I'm going to out-yield them, but my nugs aren't as big as his. And I'm not sure why that is, but it's the exact same cut he's running.
Did he use Miracle Grow?
Well, it's
I don't know.
It's not just the genetics. I mean, genetics is part of it, but are you using the same lights as he is, the same nutrients, the same everything, or are you guys doing it two totally different ways?
Well, we run two different nutrient lines, but it's just like, I don't know. I thought it was because we got the same cut, we would like have like the same.
It depends on how much energy is in each garden, what the
environmental conditions,
the environment, the temperature, the
CO2
humidity, the VPD, all of those things, and then nutrition, of course. Also, the structure of the plant. If you are not pruning and lollipopping as much, you'll have a lot nug, but a lot smaller nugs. If you start using phosphorus too early, you can also set off the amount of flowering sites, where you'll have more flowering sites, but you'll end up with the same amount of flower just because you got in there early. Like, you guys know, what is it that people use? Either the Cool Boom powder or the Moab. You got something to say, Jorge?
Cool Boom powder, Porvita.
When you brought up
Cool Boom powder?
what you had brought up was, depending on the pruning. So you feel like your nugs aren't as big as his, but that you're going to yield more, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to yield like at least a pound more than this guy.
Okay, well, regardless of how much you think. But here's the thing: is if you're topping your plants more and you're spreading them out more and you're getting more bud sites exposed to the light, you're going to have smaller flowers, but you're going to have more flowers. If your friend is just letting them grow straight up and getting some huge, forearm-sized cola on the top with smaller buds down near the bottom, he may have larger flowers up top, but you're probably doing better and going to get more because you may be pruning more effectively in veg and spreading your plants out and getting more flower sites.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, who takes your cuts? Does he take them and then give them to you, or do you take them and then give them to him?
No, I go to his house and I just take.
Oh, he gives you the runs. That's what's up. You got.
No, he's doing better though. So his runts would be better according to what you're just getting into. What he's trying to say is his friends has bigger flowers, but he seems to have smaller flowers but more flower. But they don't grow the same, and you probably top your plants and spread them out more, right?
Yeah.
And he just lets them grow straight up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, I fucking nailed it. I'm a fucking professional at this shit, goddamn.
And he gives you the runs. It's
so
funny. You're doing better with the runs.
Now the next thing is for him to realize when you do get more than him that he needs to structure his plants out like you're doing, and then you guys can determine which nutrient line might yield better, right?
Yeah. Don't give him any advice. Put some money on it.
No, give him advice. Help him out. Let him come see. When you yield better than him, say, see, letting your plant grow straight up without topping it and spreading it out, scrogging it, whatever, you're not getting as much as I am, even though you have bigger looking buds than me, you don't have as many buds, right?
Tell that fool he needs to listen to dfzradio.com.
Yeah. They look beautiful. It's just not a lot. It really seems like he's lacking somewhere.
He could have started flowering earlier too, where it's just one color, or didn't top it, and the structure of the plant means a lot. Gives a lot to all of that. So, there's different reasons for it. The mainly being environment and structure, and of course how much energy you have as far as light.
Yeah, we both use Gavitas. We both have a 4-lighter each.
All right.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Gavita por vida.
I would put it on environment, including how far away that line is from your plants. Okay?
Hey, what kind of nutrients are you guys using? I'm curious.
I use GH.
Boom!
And what's he using?
He uses Mills.
Oh, see?
Mills pays the bills, but GH writes the checks.
No, Mills is for shills.
Listen, I'm gonna send you some GH. Go try some cocoa, dude. I'm gonna send you the Cocoa Tech A and B, the Cali Magic, the Floralicious Plus, and some Azamax. And you go ahead and feel free to send me some earplugs so when Devin yells, I don't lose my hearing.
It's that fucking whiskey.
Thank you so much, Bubba. I'm talking to Bubba Chef over there. Should we talk about your products before we go any further with the biscuit?
What if we talked about the Botanicare rolling benches?
That's some of your products. I have spoken about them, and I've asked for all kinds of literature on it. So you tell me about the new rolling benches. I saw them at the
Do those
MJ
have
Bus
integrated trellis
modular,
supports?
yeah, exactly. Robust components, modular. You can go as long as he's rolling his eyes. I can actually see him rolling his eyes while I give my pitch.
I'm rolling my eyes because my ears.
They
literally
can go
bleeding.
as long as the eye can see. You can develop. You can have 17 to 34 inches of walkway space. You're getting rid of any lost light. No light hitting the ground. It's only hitting the tray. So the Botanicare sliding benches, they are the bee's knees when it comes to maximizing your bottom line.
Yeah. What if I need a 42-inch
Don't they have built-in leveling stuff that makes them easy to level?
Easy to
Give
level.
us some more info.
Easy to level, and instead of having like 4x8 trays, and every 4x8 you got to have a drain. This can have one drain for a 4x40 section. So completely modular, and not only that is a lot of these rolling benches you see out there, they look like they're put together in a machine shop, and there's nothing wrong with that. But ours have robust components. They're coated. They actually have an anti-tip bar on there. They're seismic retrofitted for a lot of you facilities out there that are getting into that. So, I mean, no one else is thinking of what goes into the Ferrari of rolling benches like Botanicare. So
the Ferrari of rolling benches.
Shout out to Botanicare
He's playing the
with
music.
their 100 feet of
It's the same quality
sample
as the what we've come to know with all the plastics.
20 years in the industry, man. They didn't get
Do
there
they
from making
manufacture that
knockoffs.
in their own facility too? Like all of the plastics?
Now,
and everything?
all of the R&D, everything was done in facility out there in Chandler, Arizona. And I mean, when it comes to the importing the products, it's imported from overseas, but built out here in America.
Now, the question everyone's going to ask, because they look at their bottom line, with Botanicare, are they priced competitively with the
Super
other
price competitive. You can holler at your local hydro store. We can get you a rolling bench quote. Definitely a lot of opportunities out there. And if you want to see them, you can check out one of our multiple facilities that are running them out there at Green Coast Hydroponics. They've got some of our rolling benches out there in the North Hollywood location. You can check them out in Temecula also and downtown LA. So
what is the minimum size that you see being
it's
the biggest
10
advantage?
feet because you've got to have a back section and a drain section. So each of the end sections have a wall where the middle section is just for length. So you can go 10 feet at the minimum.
Okay, and how do you set them up in the 10 feet? You set them side by side, and the
Now,
lanes
dude,
on
I'm
the
going to be
outside?
honest
Devin
with you guys.
sets them up.
I'm
What are you
not
talking
good.
about?
I'm
He
not
comes
good
out,
with tools.
does it
And
for
the
you.
crazy thing is I can actually set these things up. And one of the biggest complaints we hear about rolling benches is the amount of maintenance that goes into setting these things up and maintaining them. With these, they're super easy. They're more plug and play than you would expect.
It's
from any
Ronco.
rolling
Set it and
benches.
forget it.
That's what I was about to say. I don't want to rip anybody off, but if you can set that and forget it, you can have your 17 inches of aisle space, no lost light. Botanicare for the win.
Let's go. Go to Botanicare.com. I'll see all other good products, not just makers of fertilizers. They make all the great plastics and now the rolling benches of Botanicare.com. What else is going on over at Hawthorne with the other stuff? You guys recently acquired Can Filters, the #1 filters in the world. They're used in every.
Oh, shout out to the #1 odor control company in the industry. When it comes to horticultural odor control, Can Filter and Can Fan, they've got the plan for you to keep your odors down, keep your filtration station going.
That's dope, dude. Check them out, Can Filters too. Let's go talk more grow. We have Corey on the line. Corey, what's going on?
Yo, what up?
What up?
Shit.
Damn, that was good.
I've been growing DWC, but I'm trying my hand in soil right now.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question about the runoff. A runoff through the whole entire life of an auto. Through veg and flower. Is it that important? I see 10%, 20%. 30% runoff?
You should be fine with 10% or so. If you
Yeah.
ever need to have more, it would be to flush something out or try and leach something out. 10% should be fine for an autoflower or even a photoperiod plant.
Okay.
All right, but if it's in soil, you don't water with nutrient every single time. You do some fresh water, pH adjusted fresh water in between your nutrient feedings, or maybe compost tea or enzyme drench. But you don't have to feed every single time with soil.
See, I've been feeding every single time, every 3 days.
Well, then you need to use some fresh water once in a while.
Yeah, probably next time or 3.
Well, are you experiencing any type of yellowing or clawing on your leaves?
Nah, they growing just fine.
Are they pretty dark green though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to kind of back off on that because you're getting ready to have a nitrogen toxicity. And then maybe in the future, because obviously DWC, people always want to like, oh, I'm going to do DWC. It's like you didn't even crawl and now you want a ball, right? So you usually should start with like soil, and then learn how to do that, and then move to cocoa, which is like soil, but it's hydro, so you have to feed it every time. But you've gone from DWC all the way back to the soil, which is not the same feeding schedule at all of DWC. So you need to make sure that you don't overfeed and that you go feed, water, feed, or feed, water, water, depending on how strong the nutrients you're feeding are. But keep a good eye on the plants, and if they're really, really dark green, you might want to back off on the nutrients and give them a little bit of water till you see them lightening up so that you don't lock up the soil or cause a nitrogen toxicity, because despite like the difference would be that in soil, once you've gone too toxic, it's a lot harder to correct than it is in hydro.
Yeah, okay. So I'm using BioBiz nutrients. They say it's organic. So does that even matter?
Well,
no, they are organic.
Yeah,
and they're a little pricey on the organic side for me. I mean, there's a good alternative in general organics that is basically the same type of line where you have the grow, the bloom, a seaweed extract, even a shrimp.
Root promoter, bio squid stimulant.
Sidox.
Man, we're like twins. We finish each other's sentences now.
I know, the Corsican brothers right here.
There's a very
Can you
few
feel the
products
hats?
with protein hydrolysate. I know one of the products has it.
Yeah, that's the amino. The amino very thick with the squid extract and the biomarine. It's got the highest plant building protein out of any animal in the sea kingdom. You could grind up a shark. You can grind up the Loch Ness monster. You won't get as much amino acid that's in there.
Chupacabra. They got the
also the Mission Fertilizer box. You get that going too. So I mean, BioBiz is cool. I'm going to be straightforward with you and tell you that it's a little bit pricey for me if I'm going to be using organics. Organics are typically a lot less expensive.
But still, at least feed water when you're using the BioBiz. Don't feed every time.
Yeah. Okay. I got another question.
Go ahead.
Shoot it. I've been hearing about this kind soil and so home, where you don't need to add any nutrients, just straight water.
Well, those are super soils. Right? Vermifire is one of them.
Yeah.
Empire Builder is one of them.
Yep.
What other ones are that strong? Those are pretty much the two strongest that I could speak on. Most other soils will have nutrient in it, but just enough to carry you through 3 to 4 weeks. Those other two, though, you put in a good-sized plant that can handle that much nutrition into those soil mixes, and you probably won't have to add much else. Maybe a compost tea and maybe a little bit of bloom stimulant.
Some of the vermiworm too is good to add to some of the
Some of
soils
that
that are depleted,
ancient forest.
or even add it to NET. It's great.
So that would be good for autos then.
It would, especially if you're looking for ease, man. I'm gonna keep it easy for you, Corey. I'm gonna send you a Geo box so you could water your plants and do a little side-by-side with your BioBiz. But go ahead and check out those other, like the Vermifire and stuff. You may want to use some of the BioBud with it, maybe not. We're going to send you some Smart Pots, too. Smart Pots, the pattern of fabric pot. You know what's up, the only fabric pot that we fuck with here on Heavy T's Grow Show. Corey, once again, I appreciate all the support and calling in. 562-653-0707. Is it union time, Horty?
Union time!
Oh, yeah. Let's play this song. DFZRadio.com.
Union break.
Heavy T's Grow Show, you dig?
DFZ Radio.
Doug.
And I don't hold up shit, you know what I mean, but to represent, you know what I mean, but to be me, you know what I mean, procreate, have better feelings,
I'm Superman, fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude. I'm higher than the rest of you. I'm Superman, fly in the city. Check a nigga altitude.
All the dab on me, man. All the drip on me and G Bentley, man. Ain't know what the fuck going on, man. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. I got all the dab on me. All the drip on me. I got all the dab, all the dab. All the drip, all the drip. I got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip.
Throw the bitch a whole nother bean. Got a moon walking like she Billie Jean. She say she on 3, that's triple team. Say she on 3, that's triple team. And I'm fucking around and hit 3 niggas. Goddamn shot, that's triple beam. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. 40 hanging out a nigga denim jean. And I'm kicking shit, no bully. Walked in the bitch like screw me. But I pat down my foolie. I used to be bro, didn't know me. Swift with me, I ain't talking boom game. Me and everybody hit the motherfucking floor. Got a rollie on my wrist, couple hundreds on my feet. I'm a shilly bitch, you already know. Late night in the church with the killer gorillas and thug niggas in the motherfucking creature. And I'ma throw the D real for a little nigga, and you know that your bitch the receiver. Nigga ain't gon' eat on the beetle. Make the whole stand still black beetle. Bitch, you flying them motherfucking eagle. Bitch, you flying them motherfucking eagle.
Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab, all the dab. Got all the drip, all the drip. Got all the dab on me. Got all the drip on me.
FZRadio.com. Hey, what's up? Shout out to my man, DJ Saint, my brother.
Okay, got your ballast, check. Reflectors, check. Fans, check. Just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by the name with a no-questions-asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the
Put your hands up.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a grow, bloom, and boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer Liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
Heavy T hooked me up, man. Thanks.
That's right.
Not getting good results from those compost CO2 makers? Dude, your mushroom bag just ate 3 of my plants. Introducing the GreenPad CO2 generator. The simple, economical, and effective way to add CO2 to your indoor garden. Just hang, spray, and walk away. It's that easy. Since I ditched my old mushroom bags and switched to the GreenPad CO2 generator, I couldn't be happier. I just hang, spray, and walk away. It's really that easy. I don't have to worry about any runaway spores contaminating my room or wondering if it's actually working. I just listen to the gentle sound the green pads make when they're wet, and I know it's working. Thanks, green pads! More effective than those organic CO2 bags, the GreenPad CO2 generator will help increase the CO2 level in your indoor garden safely and easily. Just find a spot high in your garden, hang the pad with the specially designed hangers, spray the GreenPad with water, and that's it. Just hang, spray, and walk away. Adding CO2 to your indoor garden has never been easier. The GreenPad CO2 generator, available at finer hydroponic shops or online at thegreenpadstore.com. That's thegreenpadstore.com.
You are listening to Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZ Radio Network.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi-Bat Guano Fertilizer and the Vermi-Blood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated for aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary
DFZRadio.com.
you're supposed to. That's all. What's up with it? What's up with it? Are you with it? Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go live it. What's up with it? What's up with it? Trick you with it? I just live it. I just get it. I just spit it. What's up with it? What's up with it? Bitch, I'm with it. If you want it, if you need it, I can get it. What's up with it? What's up with it? Girl, you with it? If you want it, if you need it, come and get it. Catch me in my own lane, downshift and scorching it. Levi 508s forever, I be sporting it. Suckers keep distorting it, got the game twisted. Grown man shit, keep the gravy on your biscuit. Platinum risk it, if the cash is proper. My baby mama in my ear, nothing stop her. Don't get me wrong, one time I loved her crazy. But she crazy and she driving me crazy. My hustle pays me, don't get that shit confused.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy T's Bro Show. Right here, birthday special with Hawthorne and Eduardo in the house. Eduardo,
That's right.
News Premium Newts. Always scared of the microphone. Now we got him in here. He's on camera.
I promised him I'll be his consigliere for the
Heavy
evening.
is the head that wears the crown, Ed.
Hey, alright, do I grow good weed?
Hey, were you raised in a barn? You can't close
Roll
the
a
door.
fat
Selena?
one of it right now, and we can talk about it.
I was telling
Jerome.
Word on the street is
She's
your
not
key
used to it.
lime
She's
is
not
no
used to it.
joke,
She
Jerome.
gave me the evil stink eye. Oh, from Ed, birthday
Terpy.
gifts opening. We have a premium Snoop's Premium Nutrients roll. It's a pre-roll. And grown by G-Dub.
Ed,
No
for
no
every
saliva.
One of those
Hey,
you pass out.
good thing he puts
it
that
gets
on there.
used like
No
five
saliva.
times.
Hey,
Those
that
are
shit is
high
premium
quality
tea.
goddamn blunt
Is it
rollers.
organic?
It's
Saliva's
like-
organic.
Guys, can I paint the picture for the listeners, please?
Paint it.
Yeah. Let the master do
He
his work.
didn't mark it. So is this a mix right here, Ed? Is this a salad? This is the OG. All right, we're gonna check it out. But it's backwood blunt with no saliva. That's important. I don't really like the saliva in my backwoods.
I don't blame you, cuz.
Yo, blood. Thank you. All right, let's hit this up while we talk some grow. And welcome Art as well, guys. Art, thanks for coming through. Yo, OG Hydro Pimp.
Oh man, I'm glad to be here.
Bring
Thank
it.
you for having me.
Well, let's talk grow now that we have some more experts on the panel. Let's go off. This guy wants an honest take. Now, we got to can you turn Company Man's mic off so he doesn't interrupt halfway through this question?
Gorilla.
Company Man Devin over here.
I got a fucking angle for everything.
Rise of Blast got chlorella in it.
Chris has a question about psychonutrients.
Blasphemy.
Go ahead.
How you in position?
Hey, Chris, you're on the air. Chris in Ohio.
Chris, I'm here.
Okay, I'm here too. What's up?
What's up, brother?
I'm here,
I
Dove
got
Square.
a question, man. Word.
Yeah.
I'm in Cocoa right now.
What kind of cocoa you in,
Yeah,
boy?
That's a
I'm
statement,
in
not a
Psycho
question.
Cocoa. My question is, am I overfeeding right now?
Okay, why do you think you're overfeeding?
Cause I don't know for real. I'm feeding once in the morning, once at night, and then sometimes
You're
once in the middle of the day.
3 meals a day.
Hey, listen, on cocoa, you can water small amounts throughout the day.
And
Depends
that's
how
the
much
thing
is
is cocoa's kind of hard
Yeah,
to overwater.
It is. It has a high air-to-water ratio. Are you seeing any type of malformed growth or burning or like clawing? Or,
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, how about this? Let's,
They out,
you got a
they
lighter
out dark
something
like
like
army green, man. I got like pea green.
how tall are your plants?
They probably about a good 2 feet.
Okay, and what size container are they in?
5-gallon pots.
Okay, they're in 5-gallon pots. And
No, they're 10. I'm sorry, they're 10 gallon. 10 gallon.
each one's
10
in a 10-gallon.
Yeah, I got 2 of them under Next Light Mega.
Okay, and every day in the morning and the afternoon when you feed it, how much water are you actually giving them?
I'm not measuring it out. I'm just running it out of a 45-gallon reservoir with a garden hose and a pump shooting out. And
So you guys want to say he's overwatering now or
well,
not?
hold on. Do you have algae growing on the top of your cocoa?
Nope. No algae growing.
Does it dry out in between each watering?
That's my question because I don't let it dry all the way out.
Yeah, then you want to let it dry, and that does two things, right? The plant gets, you don't want it to dehydrate, but you want the grow medium to dry out so the roots will search out new water. Okay, if you keep it wet continuously, they sometimes become what would be called lazy, where they're not searching out water. You want it to go from being completely saturated to mostly dry, but you don't want it to wilt. The wilting's a stress on the plant, and the whole key to you being a grower and being hands-on is limiting the stress on the plant so it can produce its full genetic potential, right? I would say you're overwatering. Not over-fertilizing necessarily, because every time you water in cocoa, you water with nutrient because it's a hydroponic method, but you're overwatering, meaning you're just giving it food and water too frequently. You could potentially rot out the roots, even in cocoa with that 70-30 air to water.
That it comes down to like the first 3 weeks of transplant. Like at that first 3 weeks of transplant, if you kind of starve them just a little bit so that they have a chance to set those roots, make them roots go looking for the nutrients, it gives you a bigger root. You know, it comes down to that first initial
proper dry back.
You know,
and as it dries out, then the roots become stronger and larger. Then you go rehydrate. It's almost like being hungry, right? They're ready to eat. They're ready to grow. And if you can correlate your feeding and watering where you're giving them the full saturation early on during your light on period, and then they have all day to grow. And it takes about an hour for the mobile nutrients to get up each foot on the plant. So the nutrients aren't even reaching the top of the plant for 2 hours after that you feed it. Okay, so if your lights go out at 7 p.m. and your third watering's at 6:30, you're wasting your nutrient too. It's not gonna get down to.
Hey, Heavy T.
Yes, I'm here.
My light goes out at 8 p.m. and I water once in the morning when the light first comes on at 8 a.m. So as soon as the light comes on, I water, and then after 8 p.m., I usually water at like 9 p.m.
All right, here's what I'm going to give you the best advice you got all night. Ready?
So you water after the light goes out.
Yep.
No.
You don't want to do that either.
You don't know when you water a 5-gallon pot or a 10-gallon pot with a 2-foot tall plant in it underneath Next Gen or whatever you light twice a day anyways. So this is what I'm going to tell you is take your finger.
Yes.
And halfway between the stalk of the plant and the outside of the container, insert your finger down into the soil to the second knuckle. And if the tip of your finger is in cool, moist cocoa, don't water. If it's dry and warm that far in, water. Another way to tell is let your plants dry out to where you go to pick up the pot and it feels really, really light. But an easy way to tell, go halfway between the edge and the stalk to your second knuckle. If the tip of your finger is in cool, darker, moist cocoa, you don't have to water.
Okay, and back to...
And you'll probably end up watering once every couple days.
And don't water during the lights off cycle. The plant's not photosynthesizing.
Right.
If it's still moist, it's fine. If you water it too much, too, that's a prime time for your roots to really go into shock because the temperature drops, and now you have a very wet, soggy environment that it can lead to damage by too cold of a temperature in your root zone. Yes, I know. I'm flailing with the whiskey.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of whiskey, but with a 2-foot tall plant in a 10-gallon container, you probably won't be watering more than once every 3 to 5 days tops.
And I'm using 10-gallon smart pots. If that make any difference?
They will dry out a little quicker, which is a good thing. But
I mean, if he's going
a 2-foot tall plant in 10 feet of soil is not drying out in less than 3 to 5 days.
It could. I mean, it could. Not in the first transplant, but if the roots are in the full thing, that size I water every single day.
A 2-foot tall plant.
That's my tallest plant is only 1.5 feet.
Falling.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with it. You're just watering too frequently, and once you actually let the root zone spread out like that, it will correlate to a spike and a bushiness on the upper part of the soil. Okay, the bottom roots growth and their density lead to more biomass above the soil line.
Okay.
All right, so you want to facilitate that process by letting it dry out, thus the roots search out water.
So y'all recommend once every, or like maybe twice every 2 days?
We recommend sticking your finger in the soil to the second knuckle between the outside and the stalk and feeling to see if it's dry.
It's not going to be
anything more than 3 knuckles, and that's kind of gay.
It's not going to be the same when the plant is 6 inches tall as when it's 2 feet tall, as when it's 3.5 feet tall, or if you have it scrogged out. Okay, it's going to change. It's going to change if it's warmer. If it's a warmer day outside, the plant will be susceptible to higher temperatures and drier conditions. That the grow medium will dry out quicker. So you have to be in there and you have to be looking at it. Once you see the top level dry out, it'll change color. That's when you go over and reach down, and if the below that top level is still nice and moist, cool and moist, you can wait a little bit longer. Yeah. And then you start understanding. Feel the weight at that time too. It'll still feel heavy.
Okay, for sure.
Chris, I'm going to send you the entire Coco Tech line along with the Floralicious Plus.
Oh, nice.
The Rapid Start and the Cali Magic.
Coco.
All from General Hydro.
I just thought of a product.
I'm also going to send them some smart pots. Hold on, dog. I'm also going to send you.
Yeah, hold on now. I'm still trying to get what I
All right, we're going to send you some green pads. You hang them up. You give them a squirt. You let the CO2 rain down. Where, Salina?
Make it rain.
Where, Salina? All over the plant's face. And you say, your face, plant, your face. Go to Green Pad CO2, see, and realize what happens with CO2. Selena's leaving. She's filing the HR report.
Spray and walk away.
All right, Chris, thanks for calling in. You want to shout out where you shop?
All right, thanks, man. Say it again.
You want to shout out a shop?
Yeah, man, Bubble and Bucket.
There you go, doggy.
Bubble and Bucket.
Shout out to Chris, and he's using that next gen. I'm going to tell you about the LED that I prefer to use here. Horticultural Lighting Group. That's right, Horticultural Lighting Group. You got to show up, right? You got to show up to be there for your plants. You got to show up to special events in your family, different occasions. You got to show up to this show every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. But there's time to show up for lighting now. You got to show up and remember 2 words. That's Quantum Boards. It's the future of garden lighting by HLG. Quantum Boards will power gardens across the world in record numbers in the near future. We've seen electric bills cut by over 50%, quality and yields bypassing the current norm. This is your 1,000-watt HID replacement. Ready-made fixtures like the HLG 550 and Photon 450 are there, and they also have do-it-yourself kits. Now's your chance to show up to something that will benefit you. Get the street smarts, drop the biases, do the trial and error. You'll never turn back. HorticultureLightingGroup.com. It's HorticultureLightingGroup.com. Master your time. HorticultureLightingGroup.com.
Available at Cerritos Hydro.
Available right now. Damn. Oh, you're trying to get the blunt? Okay. Get that blunt
I
down.
light the blunt.
We got to go out with I light the blunt. And we all got to light a blunt. Brandon, what's going on? You have some bugs.
What up, what up?
What up, doggy?
Just stuck in traffic, going to my greenhouse.
Okay. Well,
perfect timing.
What's your question?
I can barely hear you guys.
What's your question, sir?
Oh, man, dude, I got a bad pincher bug infestation. I've seen this problem before.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
does anyone know if pincher bugs are detrimental to plants?
I don't know if they eat roots or what.
They eat leaves.
I was thinking the little pincher bugs that come out of my my shower drain.
I got friends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're underneath
Is it
the
a
pot.
coincidence
Like
that they
when I
always
move
show up
one.
in our garden?
Well, why don't you help him out a little bit, Jerome? Tell him how to get rid of some pincher bugs. Give him an IPM of what he should do and where he's finding
Look,
them and everything.
I'm not an expert on this, but I'm pretty sure a praying mantis will eat the shit out of them. So, I mean, they eat a lot of different bugs. I've been really tempted to get them every time I go to Armstrong and they have the little cocoon you gotta hatch, but I'm afraid of them. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like reptiles.
They breed
I don't like
rapidly.
big bugs. The ones that kind of look creepy, like arachnophobia, fuck me up for life.
John Goodman.
When you're thinking about integrated pest management, you got to think about what you're going to do. You have bugs, you need to kill them. If you want to get rid of them, you need to have a general kill on contact. Pyrethrum or pyrethrin is one of the most used over the counter products. It's not recommended for any type of cannabis or fruiting or flowering plant. You can probably get away with using it during veg and still pass a test to make sure that there's no poisons and whatnot on them. So you're killing contact and then following it up with preventative maintenance. Azamax, diatomaceous earth or nematodes in the actual root zone, and making sure that things can't crawl across or up from your soil onto your plants. But you're using 2 to 3 different ingredients to solve the problem or to keep the problem from coming back. I still integrate a certain like an isopropyl mix to dehydrate any bugs when I don't have bugs as a preventative kill on contact because they're not going to build up a resistance to that.
And I don't want to be a company man here.
Because it's a dehydration.
Here, company man, I'll be a bigger company man than you right now.
Exile.
Prevacin, fuck you.
There we go. Okay.
Look.
We're arguing GH pesticides.
I'll tell you right now, I could hardly get my employees to tolerate the smell of Prevacin, let alone a bug. The capsium
They've
oil,
never
I
had it
think,
worse.
especially in that, is found in jalapenos, I believe. And it's
The
always been a
capsum?
huge deterrent of many different pests. And if you spray that product, it doesn't say it, but I would wear a respirator because it's like fucking chili oil.
And we're only going to use it up till week 3 of bloom.
Well, we use it personally in our facility. We spray it on the floors near exits and stuff like that.
That's a great idea,
Different
Jay.
areas that you can't control the pest population,
You know what's
typically,
good.
like in your actual grow area. But spray it on your tables. You don't have to spray it on the medium, but think of it as a deterrent. Like you said, you could spray it into week 3 of bloom. I think we go up until the first week, but just because of the smell of it, I'm just a believer that I don't want that to actually soak into the actual.
And they're all
quality of the
organic
product.
based material, but it's something that you don't want on your plant because it might cause harshness or
I-
possibly knock off trichomes after week 3. You don't want to knock off the.
Right.
I'm not going to talk over you. You don't have to talk louder when I start talking. You're like, no, I'm not going to.
As long as it's defensive, like Tyler's going to cut me off.
Gee,
Gee,
I never been to the Heavy Tea show.
Right. Anyone could get cut.
But the IPM, you're going to need a kill on contact to get down with it. If you're still in vegetative mode and they are prolific in even a greenhouse, roll down the sides at night and seal it up and drop a couple foggers.
Yeah, that spinosad product will help. Yep.
The Azamax is great. 15 mils a gallon. You can dunk your entire clone, root ball, the entire plant, and safely transplant it, no problem.
There's some good tips for eliminating earwigs on Google as well. I just looked it up, and they are a plant pest, and they
Earwigs?
usually are attracted to places that are very moist. So maybe you may be overwatering a little bit, but there's lots of remedies out there depending on where you're at to get rid of them. Everything from borax to putting like a tanglefoot or petroleum jelly around the stalk of the plant because they won't cross it. That'll keep them
I need
off
all
the
my
plant.
petroleum jelly for other uses.
But you can Google earwigs because it's not that common in cannabis.
Get you some Vermilube for that.
go
So
in
I
your
really
ear?
have never had any
I've
issues
got
with
a whole
them, but
cord
I've looked it up and there's a lot of
Use my other cord
good
at my
advice
home.
on it.
Do they
All
go in
right,
your
cool.
ears?
It just seemed like a really weird
No,
problem.
that's a myth.
Yep, get down with it. Get your IPM on point. Brandon, I'm sending you the entire Mission Fertilizer line. All organic. Go to Mission Fertilizer. It'll be great for your soil outdoors or indoors. It's only made for soil. I'm going to send you some smart pots to plant them in and some Azamax to help with your IPM, brother. I appreciate you calling in and participating.
All right, man. Thanks.
Peace. 562-653-0707. Oh, yeah, we got time for one more here.
7.
We've got Kim. Kim, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, girl.
She's Kim it to win it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well,
Welcome.
What's your question?
All right, so guys, I'm starting with hydro, and I would like to know what kind of nutrients to use. And I want to know what the hell terpinectar is.
Okay. Well, all of a sudden, the guy that sells nutrients has nothing to fucking say. Hey, Ed, you want to jump on here and tell them what's up with what nutrients to use?
Yeah, why not, huh? Put Ed on the spot.
Starting up in hydro. This is Kim.
Give him some headphones.
So Ed's here representing Snoop Dogg Nutrients. He's going to get all up in your ear hole for a minute and
Snoop
tell you what he's got
Premium
offering through Sunlight Supply.
Sorry, you'll have to repeat the initial question just because I don't have any headphones.
She's starting off in hydro and wants to know what nutrients to use.
I'm presuming you're switching from soil or cocoa then?
Kim, are you switching it up from your last grow, or is this your first grow?
First grow.
Okay, well, there's a lot of bases to cover. Are you going to be doing it in a tent? Are you converting a room? Have you got any expertise to guide you along the way?
He's also rolling a spliff while he takes this question, too.
Kim just wants to know about what nutrients to put in her hydro system, man.
Well, like, just tell me your name.
Obviously,
so an easy to use, stable nutrient line is what I would recommend. And for recirculating hydro, I would recommend synthetic or mineral-based nutrients. Not a lot of organics, not things that would be broken down. And both, we mess with Snoop's Premium Newts, we mess with Botanicare, General Hydro, all the nutrient lines out there. And for simplicity, both of those lines, the GH line and the Snoop's Premium line, are going to be simple to use, and you can make them where they're just pretty much synthetic with a couple of biostimulants, but not raw materials going in there. I mean, For hydroponic, there's different hydroponic methods. There's drain to waste, there's cocoa, there's deep water culture. It's going to be specific to which medium you're going to use. So what were you thinking, like a DWC?
DWC.
Hear him in the back. Just put him on the phone. He don't want to be heard. He's on probation. He can't be heard.
We heard you in the background. Hop on the phone.
Yeah, so the DWC, I would
Win
kind
me
of
a prize, babe.
I would steer clear of. I would
Tell him in
for your
Venezuela.
first grow, just for your first grow. There's other hydroponic methods like drain to waste. You get an absorbent medium, cocoa, and you can use some more biostimulants, and you actually have less problems. You water maybe once a day, like we were talking about with the previous caller. Get out of my face, dog. Jesus. It's so weird. You're like the dude that tries to kiss my cheek when I come in, dude.
Come on, now. It's your birthday. I'm going to make you get high.
Okay, so using something simple is the way to go. Drain to waste is going to be more simple than DWC. If you're going DWC, keep it simple as well. Just keep the synthetics in there. As far as the terpinator, it's basically help. Get the fuck up.
Like that shit.
It basically fills in the gaps for you. Right? So if you don't bring out the full performance of the plant and you're using terpinator, it can definitely help stimulate the full performance of the plant, right? We call it make it AAA. So you're going to have increased trichome production if you're growing those type of plants. Goddamn. And you're the worst, Jerome. The 27 pounds of light, yeah, right. You're going to have increased ester. You're going to have increased flavonoids.
Take a fucking rip.
I'm fucking answering the goddamn. This is my customer right here.
I know.
Terps,
I'll be
terps.
real with you. As he takes this rip, the knowledge increases.
I'm going to send you some Terpinator, Kim. A $70 bottle. I'm also going to send you some Smart Pots next to your DWC. Get some cocoa mix, some cocoa bricks or whatever, and put them in there. And you can use the same style nutrients. You're just going to increase your calcium and decrease your potassium a little bit.
Double ripping? Oh, yeah.
All right, girl. All that stuff going out to you. I appreciate you calling in. Thanks for putting up with us. All right, here's one, Jerome.
No, hit it.
Safety meeting time. We got to get going. 562-653-0707.
Give us your hardest questions. I'll answer as high as a
I thought it got
motherfucker.
better. I thought it got better.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it got better.
Shout out to Sunlight.
Shout out to Snoop. Preview. Nutrients. For Brigade. Go Bloods. Shout out.
Too many
for
bloods
Brigade.
in this
The
studio.
Dab. Shout out to Shit. For Brigade.
Support your local hydro store.
Shout out to OG Hydro Bip. For Brigade. The Horse. We'll be back. DMZRadio.com.
Don't you put that evil on me!
Heavy T.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988. EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants. Used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems, and our proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clone X Clone Solution. Formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
Say, you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Dr. Duffman here. Wanted to talk to you about what I wish I had in my garden. And that, my friends, is a Nanolux double-ended fixture, which is leading the industry as I speak in double-ended technology. I will no longer need 10 150-watt lights to cover my 5x5 area. With just one double-ended fixture from Nanolux, I can cover that area. Also, no more need for that pesky Richter timer of mine that goes off at all kinds of random hours. With Nanolux's fixture, it comes NCCS ready, meaning I can control it on my computer. So if you're like me and your lighting situation sucks, then upgrade to Nanolux's double-ended fixtures today, and don't be a duff man. For more information on Nanolux, check them out at nanoluxtech.com. That's NANOLUXTECH.com.
You are listening to the Heavy Tea Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707, for your chance to talk to Heavy Tea, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir. We are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men. It's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement in your plant vigor and fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yo, Kelly, pass me that blunt. You feel me? Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm in the zone.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiol 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the VermiBat Guano Fertilizer and the VermiBlood Blood Meal Fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Say, you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, got your ballast check, reflectors check, fans check, just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux grow lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest, no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by the name with a no questions asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux grow lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on dfcradio.com.
I tell you, this is the life. Ever since we started working here at Sanctuary Soil, I couldn't be happier. It's nice to work at a place where they treat you like the artist that you are.
Tell me about it. So many places just throw you in the dirt, feed you junk, and drip water on your head.
Yeah, sounds more like torture than a job.
And how do they expect you to do great things when they don't give you the right tools? I can't do it if you treat me like garbage.
I hear ya. You give me the highest quality organic materials like woody biomass and grasses, put me in a healthy, clean environment, and I can practically poop gold.
Not to mention alfalfa meal, arborist material. They even bathe us in a healthy biological tea full of enzymes and other good stuff. You know, I get a little choked up just thinking about how all those customers are gonna benefit from the hard work we put into providing them with the best products available.
I just wish more companies were like Sanctuary Soil. It's nice to work with people who care about their customers and care about the environment.
Yeah, this is the life. Hey, I'm pretty full. Think it's about time to go make some magic, if you know what I mean.
Well, a worm's work is never done.
See you in a few.
You got anything to read? This could take a while.
Sanctuary Soil's Buckaroo brand premium worm casting, the all-in-one soil amendment that's safe for the environment, children, and pets. For more information and to see a list of current retailers, visit our site at sanctuarysoil.com.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. You know, they save $1 a bag from all the other.
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff Man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFCRadio.com. DFCRadio.com.
Too much stuff. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Man, cut that fool. That's too much stuff. He talking all over the callers. That's too much stuff. His wife hands all over my ballers. She has too much stuff. The same 3 jokes every show. That's too much stuff. A black guy, his wife have to blow. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff. She got too much stuff. That's too much stuff. That's what he's pimping one-on-one. Too much stuff.
I think Jerome is taking a nap.
T Grow Show.
Jiggity Jerome's there. Okay. Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, baby. That's right, on DFC Radio. I hope you all doing good. Had a good safety meeting. I know I did.
Check 1, 2.
I know Horty's a couple pounds lighter because that horrid smell coming out of the green room bathroom.
Wow.
Whoever designed the green room with the bathroom door directly in the middle of it.
With the couch.
That was genius.
That was bad. It
was probably the old sound guy.
It probably was. Fuck that old sound guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
562-653-0707. That's the phone number. Let's go over to Jim, who put out too many plants, sounds like. What's up, Jim?
Hey, guys. I love you guys, man. Thanks for having me on again.
All right.
Thanks, player.
I think it was Jerome's advice, and he said if you could grow 1 plant, you can grow 4. And I think I may have overplanted my lights a little bit. I got 13 plants under 3,000 watts, and one of one of my plants is like 3.5 foot in diameter.
Okay, so do you remember what else we said? We said about biomass, right? Yeah. Whether if it comes from one plant or 14 plants. Right. So if you grew that plant that big, that it probably was a little bit longer veg. And with the other ones, or with having more plants, you don't have to veg as long, right? So if you're going to take the time to veg and spread it out, as long as you fill up the entire lighted area with biomass, with foliage, with plant matter, you're going to get about the same yield, right? I like to use a scrogginized hedge where it's just nice and even, and you have just tops.
I just use the 5 bamboo poles on a slant, and then I use like zip ties on the outside to hold them up.
Same purpose, it's just a little bit more labor.
Well, right now I'm kind of thankful because I'm rotating the plants and the lights because I think they're not all getting optimum light.
Okay, well, if you think that it's going to be overcrowded, don't be afraid to murk some plants.
Right.
For the benefit of murk the weak for the benefit of the strong.
You have 3,000 watts. How much area are you covering?
I was running 4,000 and I couldn't cool. I talked to you guys last week, so I switched down to 3,000 and I'm doing fine. I'm in an 11 by 11 space, but I'm only doing 3 4x4 areas now with the old style hoods.
Do you have them like against the wall in the corner, kind of like?
I have 1.5 foot between the wall and the plants, and then I have a 4x4 area around an air conditioner that's clear. But the plants are touching; they're not interwoven.
All right. Well, go ahead and trim off some foliage, spread them out, and like I said, don't be scared to take some plants out.
Is he using a trellis net? I hear the bamboo, but
no, he's not. It sounds like he's just training with bamboo.
And if you wanted to flower those specific plants, but now you've overgrown it, and you're like, okay, I got to cull a couple, pull some out, and get rid of them. Pick which one I want to lose, whatever. Another thing you can do is chop them back.
Yep.
Go in there and hack them back to hack off the top and go down to the lower branches that are there, and like basically hedge them.
Yep.
And
are
then
you running different genetics, or are you running all the same strain?
Is that gonna stress them?
Well, if you're at day 11 of flower, that's a little different story. I would immediately go in and start removing everything under the main canopy that isn't getting light.
Yep.
Okay.
Strip them down from the bottom. And then if you can, on the top, try to spread them out some and even maybe remove some of the larger fan leaves to allow the light to penetrate through the extra thick canopy. In the future, when 2/3 of your canopy area is full of foliage from a bird's eye view, from like above the lights, go to bloom then. Don't wait until it's completely vegetated out and then flower, because you have 2 more weeks of basic veg that's going to happen while they transition, right?
Right.
So when you have 2/3 of your canopy from a bird's eye view from above is full of foliage, go to bloom then, and you'll probably still need to trim more, but you'll definitely fill out the canopy space.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Your first couple weeks of bloom. Sorry about
go
that. Your plants are still stretching, depending on the strain. If you have an indica or especially a heavy indica, they don't stretch as much. So you got to understand those ones probably aren't going to fill as much of a room as fast as other strains will. So when you look at your plant, it's probably going to grow anywhere from 2 to 3 times the amount of size that it is when you put it in, especially if you're not weaving it through the trellis. If it's growing vertical, it's going to stretch towards the light.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I got too much plant. But that's a good thing, I think.
Cut it back like they said to do.
And if you need to thin out, you're only 11 days in, right? So if you need to thin out, look for some of the branches that are competing with the more robust branches, the ones that have a thinner stalk. You can go ahead and prune some of those out now. It'll still have time to refocus the energy back to the stalks that you left behind.
All right, that was what I was worried about, but now that I know I can do that, so I can go down in like a fist over the dirt, remove them little limbs, the little side branches.
How tall are the plants?
About 3.5 foot now.
You're probably going to end up removing about the bottom 1.5 to 2 feet by the time the plants are in full flower.
Okay.
It's called lollipopping, stripping off anything that's not getting light underneath.
And
if it has smaller, lighter colored leaves and it's below and it has like coffee straw style stalks, go ahead and just cut that all off.
And if it grows tall, you spread it out early bloom or even in veg, and by trellising it down, and then you don't need as many plants. You can make a 4 foot by 4 foot area with one single plant.
I'm having trouble with the trellis. My dispensary can't differentiate between fabric hairs and dog hairs. So any trellis technique I've got to my dispensaries, they're real picky.
Okay, go get a Grower's Edge or a Botanicare Horty
Plastic
trellis.
ones, yeah.
They make them plastic.
Okay.
All right.
Because I tried that trellis
You don't need
technique.
no
and I got
nylon
burned on
all
a
up in
whole
your
load.
tree.
Let me
man.
ask you this: are you letting your dogs in your grow room?
No.
Are you
no,
sure?
his buds are just so sticky they're pulling fibers off the
does he have
cloth
dogs?
net, right?
Do you have dogs?
I have pit bulls that surround my grow building. Which is
Yeah.
Hey,
separate.
pit bulls are allowed in the grow
Pit bulls
room,
aren't
100%.
dogs; they're subhumans.
They're freaking better than humans.
Yeah, my dogs are my children. So yeah.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oh, I'm going to send you a whole swag pack from Heavy Teas, including sponsors like General Hydro, Botanicare, Smart Pots, Vermicrop, and Green Pads. All that stuff going out to you, okay?
Swag.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for calling in, bro. 562-653-0707. Tommy wants to know about silica.
What up? Happy birthday, T.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday, Heavy T.
Oh, does that mean we got to take a shot? All right, let's take a shot.
Every time someone tells you happy birthday.
Ah, no. Tommy, what's your question?
I was wondering what's the difference between like silica and salicylic acid.
Well, they're not the same, so it's the same thing as what's the difference between corn and beets.
Well, Art, okay,
Right?
listen, can you speak on this, Art? Because you guys sell salicylic as well as potassium silicate, and I think silicon dioxide too. Can you speak on the different forms of silica? Into the mic?
What I can't say is the monopotassium silicate is a more concentrated product, and it does actually perform a little better than, let's say, your conventional derived silicate that you would buy. From what I understand, it's more readily available to the plant. So that's ultimately the difference.
Yeah, and it's making it available to the plant in a short cycle. Okay, so the salicylic acid is supposedly more available. It's more
like
concentrated. Just a straight potassium silicate takes a long time to break down, and if you're indoors 8 weeks or so, you're only getting about 30% of the benefit of it, and the rest is going to waste. You got something?
Okay, so then if you're using like a normal silica or whatever, say like
Right.
Vitalize or like a bulletproof
And that's
enzyme.
it if you're in light depth or if you are indoor. Okay, outdoor you have a lot longer for the silica to break down. So if you're going from springtime all the way until fall with a large outdoor crop, you could use a potassium silicate.
Or the silicone dioxide. We found the silicone dioxide from the Armor SI. That's what we use, 10% silicone dioxide. It's got the optimum breakdown ratio between veg and bloom, which will help you be able to get that flushed out with the minimum amount of usage possible.
Yep. And
Armor SI.
Hey, your salicylic acid is basically like a testosterone shot. It's like boom.
And it's super readily available.
Right,
Right.
it's
It's
just
a
like
difference between
rapidly
a pill
absorbed.
and like an IV.
Yeah, monosilicic is the way to go.
And during the summertime, indoor or out with hotter temperatures, larger likelihood of wilting or drought. The silica in general will help protect the plant against those things, as well as bolster the cells naturally, so it's bolstered against insect or mold or pathogen coming in and attacking it.
Hey, we could send them a sample of that stout if you want. MSA, shameless plug style, Heavy Tea.
That's why I threw it to you, if you notice.
Damn.
I guess you're getting that stout.
The stout OSA.
MSA.
MSA. All right, blah.
MS third, what?
You dig? Tommy, I'm going to send you that and a couple other things. I appreciate you calling in, and thanks for the birthday wishes.
Somebody writing this down so we remember.
Yes, motherfucker. You see, I am doing everything. I am hosting. I'm
you
writing
are
it down.
like
I'm drinking the
super
beer. I'm
Hey, it's
smoking
his
the blunt.
birthday.
I'm drinking the Perrier. I'm drinking the Miller
It's
Lite.
not
I'm
fair.
drinking the
You
whiskey.
should really have an assistant.
I'm checking these nugs out. My assistant has a broken ankle. and
Focus,
refuses that.
focus.
Where's Mark at? Mark should be writing this
She
down.
refuses to assist me.
Mark's watching the
He's got
basketball
Aaliyah
game.
writing it down.
Hey, damn. Heavy Tea's corner over there looks crazy. He's got like a bottle of Perrier, Coors Light.
It's a happy birthday.
Full Smokus Focus.
It's a
box
celebration,
of Snoops
bitches.
Premium pre-rolls.
I never got my Smokus Focus in the mail.
Oh, it's on its way.
Okay.
With the OSA or
Do you
MSA
even
from
focus your smokers?
I do.
Do you?
Okay, let's do another call. Elisa or Alicia? In Florida?
Yes, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. What's going on with you?
All right, so this is This is my first time calling in. My girl Erica from the Bluegrass, she was telling me about your show.
Shout
so
out
I
to
have
Erica.
A question. I'm sorry?
We're giving a shout out to Erica, but what's your question? Go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll try to tone it down.
My question is, so it's my first grow, and I'm growing in soil, and I'm hearing about different newts. So I'm trying to figure out what is the best newt out there, and also the turpentines. What exactly are they used for?
The terpenes and
Maybe she meant the terpenator.
No, the terpenator.
Yes, I said it wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's your first time on, and I know you're nervous. Horty wants to help you out. Go ahead.
If you're doing soil, probably just stick with organic inputs. Something simple to use too. There's many good ones out there. Vermicrop's a good one. The GH Go Box is all organic. Sanctuary Soils, something like that. And I wouldn't use a chemical or salt-based fertilizer in soil, because if you're going to bother doing shitty-ass soil versus hydro, in my opinion, you might as well just use some bat guano and cow tongue blood and whatever else they put in there. It's all good. But I would probably stick with that. And then the terpenator is going to increase your terpenes. So it's going to increase the terpenes, which provide the smell, the flavor, which also affect the psychoactive properties, depending on you as an individual. The higher the terpenes, the types of terpenes have an effect on you, and they have an effect on the flavor, overall smell, and all of those things as well. So terpenator is going to help you maximize those.
And do I put that in the soil, the terpenator?
You add it when you water or feed the plants.
Oh, okay. Because I'm using Sohum soil right now. So that's
Yeah, we don't. I mean, you know.
I've never heard of that.
It's Humso.
Hung low?
Humso.
Yeah. So listen, they're trying to be funny, and it's deep
They're
in the
not
game
funny.
tonight.
That's why they're not on here all the time.
It's deep in the game. No matter what the fertilizer or the soil is, you're gonna start seeing the plant light in color a little bit. That's basically letting you know that the soil is becoming depleted, and then you start adding some organic material. And the liquid organics, like the general organic box, is perfect. And I'm going to send that to you so you can have it. You don't need a pH adjusted. It will be compatible with any style of soil grow. Okay, so, and it's keeping it simple, and it's all vegan, except they have a shrimp product that you don't have to use. So if you don't want to use animal byproduct, you're able to do that. You can go to General. Is it General Hydro still, or is it General Organics?
It's General Hydro, and they have the organics products on there. And it's a squid product, not shrimp.
Well, whatever it is. Squids or shrimps. They're both out there.
Oh,
it's a fucking cephalopod.
Oh, Heavy T, I have breaking news for you.
Okay, hold on.
Our homeboy Pablo
from
in
Michigan.
Yep.
Jinx.
Just said, can you pass on to Heavy T, happy birthday player from a ninja? Appreciate it. I'll try and call next week. So.
All right, Pablo. Thanks, dog.
Pablo.
Love that guy. He kept me out of jail.
Yep.
That's right.
He
That's
was
a good friend.
No doubt.
I'm going to send you some cephalopod, General Organics, some Smart Pots. I'm also going to send you some Azamax. And Hydro Chef's going to learn how not to yell on the phone. Alicia, I know it's your first time.
I'm loving your show and your vibe.
Hey, and we're not usually so crazy.
It's a vibe.
All right. We're not any less crazy or any more crazy.
Vibe.
Thanks. 562-653-0707. That is the number. She said happy birthday, gentlemen. So once again, let's put them in the air and do a shot. Even Snoop's Premium's Ed's over there. Hey, and let the listeners know, Ed threw in a couple sample packs or along with art to give out tonight. So we're going to have that as part of the grand prize as well. All liter sizes. Cheers, guys.
Happy birthday, Heavy T.
Thanks for all being here. Shout out to Hawthorne, Sunlight, Gavita. Shout out to all the listeners. We're going to be back with some news, the grand prizes, and more grow questions. It's Heavy T's Grow Show on DFZRadio.com.
She don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty in the worst way. You thirsty in the worst way, nigga. You thirsty in the worst way. You be telling her the same shit she heard. If you send your bitch my direction, I bet I won't give her no attention, no affection. Same old questions, nigga. You thirsty, your mind on the pussy. see in my mind where a purse be busy. Boy, I make this shit look easy. She know I don't want her for that very fact she need me. I'm Easty, but I grew up on the West. They hear me loud and clear, that's why this ear up on my chest. Honey gang running things, know that. That's why that bitch catch me where the dough at. And you can say that pussy girl, you know that shit throwback. And if it ain't, I still don't give a fuck. You can hold that. Beezy, she said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way, you thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way, you be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh
She
yeah.
got no patience. I don't really like waiting. Nah, kinda wanna taste it. Oh, girl, let me taste it. Oh, I don't like waiting. So, girl, I ain't waiting at all. Make sure you take it. Make sure you take it. Oh, I work, I lay that pipe, you gon' get it. Bosco, 100 strokes to the bitches. I ain't with the bullshit, bitch, I'm with the business. Every time I fuck, make sure you put that ass in it.
She said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. And nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear, telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way, you thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way, you be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, what she wants don't require a question. What she needs is some direction. So I told her to go ahead and take her clothes off. And with no question, she did it, cause I'm a real one. She said to me, she said she don't want them if they own her. She only want the nigga that don't want her. Nigga, you thirsty. You be all up in the ear. Yeah, the same shit she heard. Oh yeah, you thirsty. In the worst way, you thirsty. In the worst way, nigga, you thirsty. In the worst way, you be telling her the same shit she heard. Oh yeah.
Are you ready to start cloning but don't know where to start? HDI has you covered, the only propagation-focused company. HDI was founded in 1997 and is the master distributor of Clonex throughout North America, like the Clonex rooting gel, which has been on the market since 1988, EPA registered and approved for use on food crops and cannabis. It's the only rooting gel approved by the Washington and Colorado Department of Agriculture for propagating cannabis plants, used by thousands of plant nurseries, commercial growers, scientists, and greenhouse growers with billions of clones successfully rooted. That's Clonex rooting gel. But healthy clones start with healthy mothers. And with Mother Plant from HDI, you are fulfilling the nutritional needs of mother plants without excess nitrates, supporting strong, vibrant clones. And now you're ready for some Clonex Mist, a ready-to-use foliar spray for mother plants, cuttings, and rooting clones. Pop your clones into Root Riot plant starter cubes, and they are safe for use in hydroponic systems and are a proprietary blend of micronutrients that is certified food safe. And don't forget to add the mycorrhiza with Clonex Root Maximizer, a mycorrhizae fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma that increases the surface area of your plant's roots, allowing the plants to access more nutrients and water. And don't forget to feed with Clonex Clone Solution, formulated for rooted clones and seedlings, a special blend of minerals and vitamins that encourage rapid root development. So no matter what your propagation needs are, remember HDI has you covered. Check them out at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
So you're big time, huh?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, got your ballast check, reflectors check, fans check, just about ready to get growing. The last thing you need is your bulbs.
Let me get like 12 of, whatever's the cheapest you got.
Bro, really? You're using the best soils, best nutrients, best equipment, and you're going to use an Econo brand lamp? If you really want the best of the best, you need to go with the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamp. Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps have the highest quality and consistency in their construction, and they're engineered to give your plants the light spectrum they need for the best growth and biggest harvest. Plus, Ushio is the only company that offers 2100 micromole light output without needing to overdrive your lamps and ballast. That means more light for your plants and longer light for your lamps.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, sold. Give me the Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps.
Professional growers know not every lamp will give plants what they need to optimize their growth and yields and maximize profits. That's why the pros choose Ushio Hilux Grow Lamps. Offered in a full range of high-pressure sodium, metal halide, and ceramic metal halide options, Ushio Hilux grow lamps ensure that your plants are covered from seed to harvest no matter what lighting system you're using. For over 50 years, Ushio has been a trusted name and a leader in specialty lighting, and they stand by that name with a no questions asked 1-year warranty. So whether you run 5 lights or 500, you can be confident that you're buying the best horticulture lamps on the market. Ask for Ushio Hilux grow lamps and make sure to check them out online at www.ushio.com.
You are listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, or Dr. Duffman. Killing it.
Tosh Money.
TNT on
Yo,
the beat.
Hey. I got no motherfucking choice. You been. Hey. What you tell me? I don't want it with a motherfucking man. Bro, gave me that pack, I'ma beat it up. Little bitty bitch, she gon' throw me that pussy. You know your niggas gon' beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up. Beat it up. Beat the pack in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. Beat it up. Beat the pack in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up. I just fucked around and read up. Seen that they bend up with my feet up. Trap out this bitch to the lease up. On the perky nigga with my feet up. And I got no gas in it big, but a nigga scrapped up with that heat up. So can't let a nigga see ya. Hey, king like they wanna be ya. Hey, baby, winning with it lame man. Boy, nigga still tryna keep up. Pull up in that all black motherfucker, hot back like on a good reaper. And I want the whole thing for the pepper cross time, a little cheaper. And if a nigga try to take some, then I'm wrecking you and your people. Hey, good gang, got it straight out the city. Big black smoking, don't be the criminal. These niggas sometimes in mother consistent, young boss nigga, I just look like a list. Faces on me like a young nigga criminal, laces in my boots, I ain't never trippin'. Baby, when I'm steady college, she trippin'. She swear, nigga, I ain't fucking these bitches. I'm just overstanding, I'm just trying to put her in a mansion. She never seen any more money before, she used to them niggas be having. Ay, I swear all my niggas we having. Bitch, we trippin', dead. All I wanted was a motherfucking man, bro, gave me that pack, I'ma beat it up. Little bitty bitch, she gon' throw me that pussy, you know your niggas gon' beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up. Beat it up, beat it back in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. Beat it up, beat it back in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up. Try hard, beat the odds, stay out of the way and run it up by any means. And for them niggas be talking like hoes, send them shots, take your denim jeans. My young gangster on the way with that low. Cali gas, they Cali clean. Like G, hit the gas, man. Shower made a truck like trampoline. In the apartment with your baby mama. I'm the 2K, what you giving me head? What you said, it's a college line. Got oxes up under the sofa bed. I get jammed up, I'ma keep it G. Swear that the only way I can be. Nigga load up a sound like a bird, and that nigga on the street. Swear the struggle turned me to a beat. I remember the day we ain't even eat. Started out capping, I'ma couldn't play. Now I feel like I'm big me. Say hell, trapping with the Troy low. Say he getting by the boat low. Man, I heard that pussy nigga sweet. I'm gon' let it baby know. All I wanted was a motherfucking man, bro. Gave me that pack, I'ma beat it up. Little bitty bitch, she gon' throw me that pussy. You know your niggas gon' beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up. Beat it up, beat it back in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. Beat it up, beat it back in, yo, what? You know I'm beat it up. And these niggas hating on them niggas trip, but yeah, baby, boy, you know you gon' eat it up. Straight out of man, don't do the leave it up. Ain't got no trouble, but to beat it up.
Yo, what is? Welcome back, Heavy T's Grow Show, ya dig? We're here with Sunlight Supply, GH, Gavita dipped out. Gavita dipped out.
We'll cover.
Premium nutrients.
Ed's over there.
Gavita
Ed's trying to
recipe
solve
needs
all the world's hydroponic problems in one call.
Skirt.
You can come back over here, Ed, and put on a headset.
Until his butt buddy Jerome gets back, and then
I
you got
think
to
Jiggity. I think Jiggity took some mushrooms. Allegedly.
Jiggity shrooms.
Ride him up.
562-653-0707. He's all smiley. I like Jiggity. He can come back anytime, huh, Hardy?
Totally.
All right.
Yeah,
let's,
dude.
Let's go to Brandon. What's up, Brandon?
Oh, he's in a windstorm.
Hey, Brandon, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just doing a show.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Now we got to do another shot. Here we go.
What's up with that wind-whipped weed?
Here we go.
Cheers.
Salute.
He's in
Salute.
Hemet. He's in Hemet. Ooh, they got a lot of wind out there.
What's going on?
You should tell him one more time.
Man,
you just
I
called-
was,
Go ahead.
called in the other day about cleaning out like the irrigation system, and one thing you guys brought up was possibly switching out the whole pipeline if it had been sitting there for a while, and you guys talked about possibly getting pythium within the lines. And I was growing in cocoa, so I wasn't too sure is it possible to get pythium when growing in cocoa?
Yeah, pythium is a condition of the water temperature.
Okay.
So if the water in the lines, especially if they're black lines and you had like high pressure sodium or some HID light beating on them and warming them up, it could cause the water inside to heat up to the above the temperatures where pythium will naturally bloom. So if there is pythium spores in the air, it probably ends up in your reservoir, gets pumped through your lines. If the lines heat up enough or you don't flush them properly after you've harvested, which is part of maintenance, you could eventually probably have pythium in there. You could always try using something like Phizan 20 to run through in a reservoir and pump it through your system. If you have like half-inch lines that go to quarter-inch lines, you could maybe just try replacing the quarter-inch ones and kind of cutting them open and looking inside to see if they have a lot of residue in them to determine what you want to do. And if it's not that expensive or time-consuming to just build a whole new irrigation line system, do it between every harvest. If you're just watering a couple of plants and you can throw one together in a half an hour while you're watching Family Feud or whatever in the afternoon. Like,
otherwise,
just build a new one and don't take the risk.
In a commercial environment, you maintain these lines and,
Right.
you flush them at the right time. You use like a Sanidase or like a hydrogen peroxide type of mix, and you just flush your lines, and that way you make sure this gunk doesn't build up. Speaking of silica earlier, that's something that'll gunk your lines up. That's another nice thing about monosilicic is, if formulated properly, it should gunk up less. So,
Depending on how big your system is, if you could get your pump and your drippers into a reservoir with the oxygen peroxide and leave it recirculating for 24 hours on a high oxygen peroxide feed, that would eliminate anything as well. But it depends how big your system is if you can get it into.
I think the big issue ends up being scale, though. Buildup of like pythium, but more like just mineral salts building up inside the lines. And then they break loose later and they clog up a line and a plant doesn't get watered and that kind of stuff. So you kind of have to inspect it and look inside. If you have a lot of scale and buildup in there, maybe it's time to replace it. Are you commercial or just a small?
It's a 6-liter, but it's something that I tend not to go or try to stay away from. So I just have it automated.
Right.
So it's just it goes from I believe it's 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch where the octo bubblers are, and then from there to 1/4 inch.
Do you have screw in or glue in connections from the 3/4 to 1/2 inch?
They're all. I think that we glued them in just so we didn't have no problems with leaking.
Right. Okay.
Get the Familia over there and have them redo it. If you have to, it's not. I mean, listen, if it is pythium or something, there's ways that you can try to get rid of it. But I've seen gardeners and growers fight the losing battle and refuse to change out their lines when they know they had a problem, and keep fighting and fighting, and it would happen to them, whether it would be the first day of veg or the middle of bloom, it would always come back. That pythium, when it's in the system, is damn near impossible to get rid of, in my experience.
And are you actually having pythium issues?
there hasn't been issues at all. But the thing is, like, how would you know if
your plant
it's
would die?
something that you have to worry about within cocoa? Like,
and it would
what are
smell
the
like
symptoms of it then?
It would smell like
your
Armenian cheese.
roots are going to turn like a reddish color, like almost rusty red. Not rusty, but they'll turn like red, like maybe even stained, a little pinkish, and they'll be slimy. And if you grab a root and you kind of tug on it, you'll peel off the outer layer, leaving a thin, stringy section behind, and that's a telltale sign of Pythium. Usually you won't get Pythium unless you have higher temperatures to where it can bloom, or leave water behind in lines that can heat up and cause the temperature to go up. But you should.
The thing is that they're in cocoa, so it's really hard to really see the.
Well, do the plants look healthy?
They look pretty healthy. They go throughout the whole cycle fairly healthy.
Okay, well, I mean, if they look healthy and as long as you're not overwatering them, you may not end up with Pythium, because there's also usually beneficial bacteria that you can have that protects the root zone, which you don't always have in hydroponics. So the Pythium isn't necessarily a guaranteed thing, but in the future, if you like keep an eye on your irrigation system.
Just flush your lines,
and
man.
flush them.
And there's some beneficials you could use proactively.
Right. HydroGuard would be a great one.
Yep. Yeah.
And the liquid
and these will help keep your roots clean and fight off pathogenic organisms in your root zone. So you could do some preventative stuff. Just when the time comes, flush the shit out of your lines.
Yeah.
And if you really want to be preventative about it, there's a few different options. One of them being HydroGuard that you could mix into the whole thing.
Hell yeah.
And you'll have some something beneficial fighting the bad stuff, potential bad stuff.
All right, cool. Yeah, I actually use that right now.
And so you're probably good to go.
You're giving yourself a little
shameless
bit of
plug. Them boys got a product called Drip Clean too. You could add that in there too.
House and Garden Drip Clean.
Yeah.
House and Garden Drip Clean.
Drip Clean.
Available through Sunlight Supply now.
Word.
Would Drip Clean kill anything within the?
It's a salt
within the
leacher.
mix?
It's a salt leacher. You can combine it with the HydroGuard. It's giving you a dual defense.
It's more so helping to keep the salts from building up.
Okay, yeah.
But less salts leads to less
Problem with
bacteria,
right
leads
now.
to less food for them to feed off of,
Oh my God, is this how I sound?
He just thought out loud. Hey, I learned everything I know about growing from the Heavy Tea Grow Show.
Well,
Me
then,
too.
obviously, I sound
Yes.
just as good as you, motherfuckers.
Me too.
Hey, Brandon, happy birthday to me. All right, let's take a shot.
Happy birthday!
There we
Shot
go.
time.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Every time you say it.
Happy birthday.
No, just once per caller.
Just one per caller.
Well, let's see. Kentucky's rolling in deep tonight.
Kentucky.
Lisa.
Lisa.
Oh, hey, I couldn't hear you.
I hear you. What's up?
Oh, man, nothing much. So I want to know, what's the actual difference between Terpinator and Mammoth P, or is there even a difference?
Yeah, different mechanisms. Yeah. Well, it's a bacteria compared to. I don't want to say. Act like I know exactly what's in Terpinator because it's proprietary. Well, it's been speculation, but it basically activates an internal response. It's called SARS, that the plant will start producing more trichomes and push out, like I said, its full genetic potential. Mammoth P helps with phosphate uptake, and it says it will increase both density, overall weight, and trichome production. So you can use them in conjunction and try to get the most out of your plants. I use both, and I enjoy using both.
Okay.
All right. I don't have any Mammoth P to give you, though. But I do have some Terpinator, so I'll send you some Terpinator, Lisa. All
Well,
right.
that's what's up.
And that's what's up, girl. I appreciate you calling in, too. Hey, happy birthday, right, Lisa?
Right, happy cake day, man.
All right, here we go. Let's do another shot. You do one with us, Lisa. What do you got?
Do what?
A shot. What do you have over there?
You gonna do a shot too with them?
No, okay.
Guess not.
I'm a lot of things, but a beggar I'm not.
Shots.
All right, well, that was awesome. We now have time for a grand prize giveaway. We're gonna put a fork in this bitch. And we got all of this news to read and a couple more things. I got this Ushio live read to do, too.
Well, let's read some news, go to a break, come back, take another call, and then do the grand prize giveaway.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of failing out, bro.
It's okay.
I can't even speak.
Me too. So,
all right,
couple lines open. Call in right now.
Go ahead. Yeah. Here we go. Events, May 15th to the 17th in Atlantic City. It's called Champs. It's the premier counterculture business-to-business expo since 1999. Get tickets at champstradeshows.com.
And Saving Sophie Rally, May 18th to the 19th in Los Angeles.
Nice.
Rally for kids with cancer. Embark on an epic 2-day adventure alongside your celebrity teammate in support of cannabinoid training programs. The rally is a unique, exhilarating, and memorable event that provides participants with 2 incredible days filled with fun and excitement. Described as a high-end scavenger hunt. Whoa.
Meets amazing rates.
Yeah. Sorry, there's like a little bit of beer spilled on here.
This event features luxury vehicles will challenge, inspire, and entertain. Saving Sophie is a 501 nonprofit that will be the recipient of the profits raised during this landmark event. Go to savingsophie.org and you can help her continue on a trajectory to bring cannabinoid training programs to our hospital partners in support of pediatric human trials that are currently in the planning phases. For more information on how you can get involved, reach out to Leanne, Leanne, at solutionswithimpact.com or LQUARTARO at solutionswithimpact.com.
And to give you the quick rundown is the CannaGrow Expo, May 19th and 20th in Palm Springs. Everybody knows about the CannaGrow Expo. Check out cannagrowexpo.com for more info. We also have the Cali Roots Fest, May 25th and 27th at the Monterey County Fair. Everybody knows it's just not a musical festival. It's a movement. It's a way of life. You'll have a good time. Check out CaliforniaRootsFestival.com.
And the Cannabis World Congress and Business Exposition, the CWCBE NYC, is in NYC, May 30th to June 2nd. It's located at the Javits Convention Center over in NYC. It's a business-to-business trade show for the legalized cannabis industry. It's held 3 times per year in the largest media, financial, and business markets, New York, LA, and Boston. Yep, the International Cannabis Association is a sponsoring partner of the CWCBE,
Nice.
the ICA, Go Meet Growers, the
Paradise Supply Company Customer Appreciation Day, Ashland, Oregon. Paradise Supply
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Customer Appreciation Day in Ashland, Oregon on June 1st, and a free webinar, Cannabis Extraction and Emulsification, May 17th at 11 a.m.
That's
you can
today.
That's right. That's actually today if you're on the West Coast.
On the East Coast.
Are we
East Coast.
just talking now?
No, fuck off. It's our show. You got your show yesterday. Learn about ultrasonic liquid processing for cannabis extraction and emulsification. Webinar guest with a Q&A session. Email info@americancannabisconsulting.com for info on how you can register. It's a webinar to learn how to extract cannabis.
And a quick rundown of cannabis news brought to you by Nanolux, nanoluxtech.com. The city of San Bernardino has pushed back their cannabis application deadline from late May until June 25th. Visit sbcity.org for information on the application procedure guidelines for a commercial cannabis business. Get in there. Million liquid. You need it.
At least.
Yeah, yeah.
Alameda County has adopted an ordinance that will increase the total number of cultivation sites allowed in the county from 6 to 10.
Woo! Going big!
Yeah, going big. Redwood City adopted an ordinance to start Phase 3 of their cannabis program, which allows for commercial indoor cannabis nurseries to open in certain districts.
Oh, that's cool. Ojai is introducing an ordinance that will allow for cannabis testing labs in the city.
Exciting.
4 state marijuana ballot initiatives likely on tap for 2018. Where? Oh, shit. The Heartland's falling. The Heartland's falling. There goes the black market. Oklahoma, Missouri, and Utah for medical, and Michigan for recreational could go to voters this year.
Come on,
and if
Nebraska.
they pass, would infuse tens of millions of dollars in business opportunities into what is already a multi-billion-dollar industry. On a side note of that, did you guys see the recent poll? If it was federally illegal, up to 15% of the adult population said they would like to grow their own at home.
That's good.
It's therapeutic.
That's like 45 million people.
At least.
I recommend it.
We're making hydro great again.
Making hydro great here again.
It's really fun.
At the Hydro Chef Show.
Getting red hats.
If you haven't grown, it's really fun.
And we'll go to the last two of the important news
Well, how about the
stories.
bill to lower California
that's
cannabis
what I'm talking
tax?
about. The bill to lower the California cannabis tax rates passed the second committee. Assembly Bill AB 3157 would create 3 years of reduced taxes to encourage the transition into the legal regulated market away from illicit market.
That's what happens when you leave it to the politicians.
And then
We can give you all the details, but it doesn't matter.
And then a California
not gonna
farm
pass
bill
anyway.
to the future. If passed, would be unique in the nation and appropriate for our trend-setting state. It is a key. It recognizes key issues of resource depletion, agrochemical use, labor shortages, regulatory conflicts, and a need for greater research and extension and funding.
The bill provides farmers
Roots of change.
incentives to adopt input efficiency technologies and positive labor practices. It creates agriculture technology career pathways, increases regulatory cohesion and ease of compliance, and improves broadband access for rural people. The bill also provides research funding to her much-needed University of California extension agents who work with farmers. Unfortunately, the bill lacks two critical elements: agroecology and nutrition, which would guide development of food and farming systems that meet the critical challenges of this century. There are many committed advocates of health and resilience willing to support an amended bill. For more info on how you can get involved, visit rootsofchange.org. That sounds like some bullshit that Aaliyah wrote.
Okay, several historic developments have surfaced that could lead to major action for federal legalization of cannabis. For more information on these bills, visit govtrack.us.
And that's the fucking news, because I'm not reading this another 3 fucking pages. We need to split it up better. Let's go to a break. Come back, take another call. Phone line is open. Call in, get extra bonus prize. And then after that, we'll do the grand prize.
Just do the grand prize.
It's your birthday. We're stretching this thing out.
Stretch it.
Real quick break.
Stretch it.
That's more That's more stretched out than
control.
Than Dr. Dustwise butt. Heavy T Grow Show, you dig?
DFZRadio.com.
Like a girl who gon' keep it solid. Yeah. Like a girl who gon' need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one who gon' love this life I'm living with no problem. Hoes talking down with my baby. Got 'em. Need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one who gon' hold it down, who gon' keep it real, who gon' roll my blunts when this shit get real. Yeah, too fried, can't think I'm gone off loud. Top shelf moon rock, she keep loud. Snapchat booming, got the hating hoes trolling. Out in public, she wrap around my ridges like a rolling. Rolling and dough, that's what she do on the low. That's what she do when she high. When I need it, she provide. When I'm sober, she supply. Half an ounce to get me by. Double that up and I'm making money on the side. Break her up before I slide like. Put that up on my dead homie. She ride for me more than the homies. Know I got dreams, I'm living in cars, but she don't look at me like I am homeless. She look at me like I'm a star. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly what I am. Damn girl, you're so real. Need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one who gon' love this life I'm living with no problem. Hoes talking down with my baby. Got 'em. Need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one, need me one. I need me one, need me one who gon' hold it down, who gon' keep it real, who gon' roll my blunts when this shit get real. Yeah. Need me one who always keep it solid, always keep it loyal, always gon' pick up when I call her, always on the go. Gotta get that dough, talking about that bread when I'm feeling low. She gon' come, talk me off the ledge. Always on time moving slow when I'm with you. I respect your grind, cause you always look out for your boo. And you hold me down, yeah, when I'm up, yeah. If I fall, can you be my crush? You so clutch. It's some real shit I gotta tell you. Like, you the one I want, you the one I need, you the one I see at the other end of my wet dream. Like, spec. Need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who gon' get this cash when I'm running out. I need me one who gon' love this life I'm living
Hey, bro, your garden's looking sweet, man. What are you using?
Yeah, man, I'm using a premium cocoa nutrient, Cocoa Tech A and B, man. It's an aggressive formula for increased yield during the flowering phase.
Wow, so this is made specially for cocoa?
You better believe it, man. It comes with easy-to-use 2-part formula. Formulated for aggressive growth and superior blooms. Whoa, bro. Yeah, man. Tell 'em, Bob.
This aggressive formula contains proprietary blends of calcium to ensure your plants thrive. Backed by years of research, Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Nutrients are specifically designed to support and enhance your cocoa core growing experience. Use Cocoa Tech Premium Nutrients with Cocoa Tech Premium Cocoa Core for optimum results.
Yeah, man.
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
In this corner, Clonex Root Maximizer contains indoor mycorrhiza and arbuscular mycorrhiza. Both are known for being beneficial to the majority of plants. The competition contains ectomycorrhiza, specifically beneficial for fir trees and not the majority of plants. Clonex Root Maximizer, created in vivo, meaning it's created in living roots. The competition, created in vitro, meaning it's created in test tubes and petri dishes. Clonex Root Maximizer, created in soil-like medium with natural organisms. The competition, created in inert medium like old dry or kitty litter. Clonex Root Maximizer contains microbial diversity. The competitions include organisms that are irrelevant, like ectomycorrhiza fungi. Clonex Root Maximizer. Winner, new champion. Winner.
Mycorrhiza is a beneficial root fungus that increases the surface area of plant roots, which allow the plant to reach nutrients that might not be available otherwise. Put simply, mycorrhiza extends the plant's reach, allowing it to get more of what it needs to survive. Clonex Root Maximizer puts life into your garden by adding bountiful amounts of mycorrhiza fungi, beneficial bacteria, and trichoderma. That combines to improve the health and vitality of all plants. Treating your young plants with Clonex Root Maximizer will give them the head start needed to reach their genetic potential, leading to better quality and higher yields. Available in granular and soluble. Check it out, Clonex Root Maximizer, at hydrodynamicsintl.com. That's hydrodynamicsintl.com.
Yeah. Naps. Knock off. What up, Saint? And we hustle. Hustle hard. Team ADX anthem. Hey, what these niggas want from me? Haters wanna eat now, you never get lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction, team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front porch shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lockup. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, I'm taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no work, just tell me who running with these.
Oh my God.
We stay
If
hustling.
you haven't, you gotta go follow Dr. Pimple Popper on Instagram. Oh,
Yeah, we stay hustling. That's that
Oh,
ADX anthem
so
right
good.
there. Addiction music.
so good. What up, Heavy T's Grow Show? What, that was Addiction. What's yours?
Yeah, that's Addiction. What's yours? The ADX anthem right there.
That shit's hard.
Oh shit! Who
Yeah.
sings that?
That's
Me?
by me, my homeboy Lance, and the homeboy Justin. You know what I mean? Knockoff. You know what I mean? And
That shit-
Naps.
That shit was
Lance
that
Bass?
Shit was
That
good.
shit was banging, dog.
Knockoff and Naps. Anthem right there.
Saints has moves on top of moves.
Dropping heat.
He's not just an underpaid sound guy at DFZ Radio.
I get my money eventually.
He even works at the stores.
I drop knowledge because I just repeat what I heard here to them. And
He's an artist working his day job until that shit breaks.
It's gonna happen.
What else we got? What else we got? Go ahead. Let's play some more. Well, we'll play a couple tracks in between the grand prize and the giveaway. Horty Chris, you've been thinking about it. People were here most of the night, hopefully. What's the grand prize question?
How to spell chlorella? Brought to you by Rizoblast.
That's why you don't come up with the grand prize question. The grand prize question is, how old is Heavy T now? He just had his birthday. It's the birthday extravaganza. How old is he now?
It was extravagant, and it was Ganza. And Mike, we got Ed over here, Mike. What do we have to give away? We got a Snooze Premium to give away. Ed, you're a legend. You're a legend, Ed. That's more Australian term.
Yeah, you can talk if you want. Tell us what you're going to give away.
He's looking at me like
he's British, man.
Let him know.
A full start kit, Mike.
What's that? What's that?
A full start kit.
That's the full 2-part 3-stage line with the PK, the enzyme, the roots, and the sweetener.
Okay, so we have 2 of those to give out.
What's the value of that?
We're gonna
$202.49 retail.
Oh, $249 retail.
That's $250 right there.
So we have 2
Plus
grand
tax.
prize questions. First, how old did I turn on my birthday? My recent birthday.
Don't answer. Don't
say it.
And we need one more because we have 2 grand prizes. We also have a truncheon meter to add to one of the sets and a pH meter to add to the other. We have some granddaddy pads and original pads to add to either set. We also have liquid Carmen Rizoblast we can add to a set along with some Azamax and some Cali Magic. We have a Nanolux double-ended max power bulb and a gallon of Turpinator. We'll split it up evenly along those 2 lines. Yeah? So we need another question, Horty.
Yeah? We need another question?
Yeah.
What is it?
Can I get my check?
No.
That is not the question.
I just answered it right. Do I win all of it?
How do you spell chlorella?
Oh, my God. They were already looking it
How do you spell 562-653-0707.
He's the star of
Let's take it back and listen to some St. Diesel.
He's the straw that stirs the drink.
MC Grow Show, you dig, on the one and only DFZRadio.com.
The song's right here called
If we don't know how we can know.
Say Sophie Relic. May 18th and 19th. 12 seconds.
If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Maybe just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me.
Yeah, look, you like the way I walk and how we G-talk. Sagging what we bellin', Mr. Sangalope. Baby, you and me.
Yeah, shout out to Sangalope.
Sitting in the lag, drinking on some Hennessy. PYT, yeah, you pretty young thing. You looking right in them jeans, sexy brown skins. Now sit back and relax and let's ride out with the top down. LBC
Baby,
style.
just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Yeah. Shorty good, she lookin' right. She packin' fine. I look twice. Big thighs are real nice. Come to the crib, girl, and you can spend the night. Relax and feel your cup. Feel your cup. Twist this and take a puff. Tell your girl that it's on tonight and tell her she can come through too for a little bump and grind. I hit it once, hit it twice. Got this little chick that'll let me just ride. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Yeah.
Yeah, baby, come stroll with a player, with a G. I'm about to show you what I'm made of. Hennessy, let's see where it takes us. I would take in my play, and we laughing at the haters. As we switch the lane, I've never switched the game up. Rep the A before I came up, and never will I change up? So baby, let's ride. We can have the best time. So you have the best ride and represent the West
Baby,
Side.
just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Baby, just you and me, cruising around town sipping Hennessy. If you wanna roll, then we take a stroll. You can just follow me. Yeah.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a Grow, Bloom, and Boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
Love that money.
Heavy T Grow Show, baby.
If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. My blunt got a cold cut, Steve Harvey. I catch the buds with my glove, Steve Garvey. Quick to roll in the club, cause we party. They asking where the bomb at, cause everybody in the club smell that. It's Breeze, get loaded TV, smoke about a pound every day of the week. Roll so fast you didn't see him coming your way. Turned around and there was a blunt up in your face. You must have thought that I was finished. The Breeze is never stingy with the spinach. Rolling up some trees. You can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt. If I'm rolling up some trees, you can smoke with me. I like the blunt. I like the blunt.
I love the stickiest weed, cause I'm a Cali baby. Started from that chocolate tie from them early 80s. Now it's OG, a perfect mix with my OE. The shot of lean had a G moving slowly. Apparently, you ain't never smoked like me. Load these switches up like they was some magazines. I got some bad bitches rolling up blunts for me. Hop in the rotation, true story you can see. Even your bitch eyeballing wanna hit the tree. Smoking on weed, living life with my homie Breeze. I got that green thumb, I grow my own fucking weed.
Hey, what is?
Problems, I'm hitting heavy T.
Yeah, baby. Shout out to Cali Breeze. Drop in who's got that blunt. It's time for the grand prize giveaway. We have 2 tonight, so there's 2 grand prize questions.
Dos.
Remind us what they are, Horty Chris.
How old is Heavy T? And how do you spell chlorella?
Brought to you by Rise of West.
Yeah, those 2 things can get you hooked up with all kinds of stuff. So let's go to the phone lines, I guess. Hydro Chef, since you can't see the screen at all.
Number.
Pick a number 1 through 6.
All right, let's go with number 1.
Number 1, all right.
All right. Linguini.
Linguini.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Linguini? You been listening to the entire show?
You keeping it saucy?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for one of the grand prizes, which question do you want to answer?
Oh, for
How
one
to
of the
spell
grand prizes?
how to spell
All right.
chlorella or
I'll
how old
spell-
I am?
I'll spell chlorella.
Chlorella from
All right.
Botanicare.
Let him, yeah. Go
All right, go ahead.
Rizzoblast.
CHLORELLA.
Is that your final answer?
It's my final answer.
Yes.
I know your birthday too.
That's right.
Well, you can only win one, player, so
Yeah.
don't blow it up or
All
you
right,
get nothing.
So you have a Snoops package.
Nice.
You also have a truncheon meter
Shout out to Snoop.
going out.
Oh,
You have some of the original green pads. What else do I have? Some of the Liquid Karma and Rhizoblast. A Nanolux double-ended
Some
Max
green
Power
pad
Bulb.
juniors?
Another green pads he already got. And a gallon of turp. Okay, all that good stuff, dude. You just got hooked up. That's a grand prize. Hody Chris, soundbite.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear? Nailed it, player.
The Heavy Tea Grow Show, bro.
Okay, there's only one grand prize question left, and that has the pH meter, the complete line of Snoops, the Granddaddy pad, not the original green pads, the Floralicious Plus and Azimax, some Smart Pots, and I think that's about it. All right, so that's another grand prize. Let's do it. Art, you can't see the screen. 2 through 6. 3. Number 3. Justin.
What up?
What up, doggy? So the last grand prize question left is what, Horty Chris?
How old is Heavy T?
I'm gonna go and say happy 41st birthday, bro.
That's right. Wow. Listen to the entire show. You got hooked up, brother. That's the pH pin from Blue Lab. Go to bluelab.com. Go on over to Snoop's Premium. Check out Snoop's Premium Nutrients distributed by Sunlight Supply. I'm also going to send you some Smart Pots. I'm going to send you, what else did I have? Floralicious Plus, Cali Magic, whatever else I can fit into that box, I'm going to give out to you, man. I appreciate you giving some birthday love and listening to the entire show, just like all of you that had the right answer. One more soundbite, Horty.
You better have 2 checks. Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
The Heavy Tea Grow Show.
Yes, sir, we are. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that came in tonight. Gavita, the Hydro Chef repping GH, Botanicare, all the Hawthorne groups, Sunlight Supply, Art, Snoop's Premium, Ed, Marco taking your calls, Saint making us sound good, Horty Chris being a dick, Jiggity Jerome freaking out on mushrooms. I'm Heavy T, and until next week,
Allegedly.
we'll be back next week. So other than that, we out.
This is fantastic.